Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shield Brothers podcast. I am Dr. Nick Doom, and I am joined by Clancy, or what does he actually want to be called?
You know fine well what I'm called.
What does it say on the screen right now?
Stay the fuck away from me, woman!
And I'm also joined
already
by Shadow
professional.
Fighter Joe. Say hello,
Stop
Joe.
following me, you prick! I just want to talk to you.
I'm not following you. You came to this podcast. We should point out that Joe's
was
actually not
already-
giving his full attention. He's playing Skyrim right now.
I just completely evaded that bitch. Yes.
And this is already as professional as anything we'll ever do.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a pilot episode for a podcast which we was hoping on doing on a more regular basis. Hopefully, I believe it was weekly-ish, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, weekly-ish.
Yeah,
Which was what we
Sort of
agreed.
every Sunday. The idea is to actually have a guest as well. Well, you might notice at the moment in the bottom corner we have a load of question marks. That's because it was somebody's job to get a guest.
No, it was everybody's job to get a guest.
No. We asked one person specifically.
I never got that memo.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. Or I
It was
would've written
spoken
it.
directly to you.
Like I said, I never received said memo.
He closed his ears, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, Nick, did you talk again?
Yeah, this is probably what it's going to be. I talk, he just doesn't listen. It's something about flashing green instead of blue, he just doesn't quite, hear me as well. If I was, less yellow, he'd probably hear me.
Wait, what?
Of course.
If I was less yellow, you'd probably hear me. Have we
Probably.
confused the Joe?
You probably would hear me, I don't know. I'm eating a bueno, I don't really care.
And I actually forgot to start the local recording of the sound because I'm an idiot.
Naturally.
Nick,
Oh, it also looks like it's not working, so this test oh, no, it is now, sorry. It just hung. So, yeah, the intros might need to be redone. Not now, obviously, I'll do it post, but still. Clever.
Yes, very clever.
This is why we do pilot episodes, ladies and gentlemen, so that we can figure out what's going to go wrong, i.e. stupidity hosts, and then we can pay professionals to replace us.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Probably going to make a better
I like that
podcast.
idea. I like that idea. I want Charlie Sheen to play me because he's a knob and I'm a knob, so it works fine.
I don't quite see you as Charlie, to be honest.
Well, I'm not that point Dexter is with.
Which,
all you need to do is get the. All you need to
which
do is
show
get
are we
that
thinking
guy
about?
from the video I showed you earlier.
Don't
and
half
to replace
menu,
him.
idiot.
He's not in that anymore, Joe.
I know he's not, but that's what I was referring to when he was
You
in
mean
that
Alan?
because he was hilarious. Yeah, whatever.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we don't even quite have the full ideas of what we're going to be doing on this. So we've actually got a
That
Google
was Nick's
link.
idea. He failed. It's his own fault.
No, I did create segments. I just haven't come up with full structure because I would like the input from the viewers. Is that wrong to want their input?
Yes.
To let them be
trust
a
them?
part of a whole thing?
Who trusts them? They're more indecisive than you are.
But anyway, there'll be a link in the chat right now and if in the YouTube video, and if you're getting this from the iTunes store, it should be in the podcast description. But for you to suggest segments to the show. And quite
selling
likely, because we don't really know... Pardon?
Are we selling this?
Podcasts go up free.
Damn it.
No, we are not selling this.
No, this is free. Like all of our content.
Yeah,
We are.
yours. Wait a minute.
What?
Nothing.
What did
I
you
haven't
break?
got it on my phone. I've got it on my phone. Shut up.
Oh, right. I've got it
Guys, see
flashing
what
up
it
on
looks
the...
like now.
Yeah, I've got it up on the screen because I always review my stream in the OBS and then from Twitch. Which at the moment
Right,
is just
so yeah, I'm fine then.
flashing colours at different rates.
Cool.
Do I bother putting up the social stuff now, or do we put it up at the end?
Well, I'll probably post it in Twitter on post. Hang on, wasn't there supposed to be social stuff on the overlay?
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Do we want it on now, or do we put it on at the end?
All the
We
time.
put it on now.
Fair enough, I'll
on
put it
for the
up.
whole show.
I'll even put the guest one up.
Just picture some elevator music while we get through the technical difficulties.
What do you mean technical difficulties? It was a few freaking clicks. It's there already. It should have updated for you guys now due to Twitch delay.
Music. You can shut up.
Okay, so
No.
Joe's singing at the end, and he's making the elevator music.
No, I'm making the elevator music because I don't have to sing at the end. There is a difference.
We should probably let the viewers know that before we started, there was a suggestion from one of my colleagues at work that we should have a vote as the podcast is
an
going
asshole.
on by over who is the funniest or the most entertaining. And out of the 4 people, but it's obviously only 3 people today, the one who gets the least votes has to sing us out to the end of the podcast.
And it has to be that elevator music now.
Oh, the idea was to let them vote on that as well, so they could pick any song. So, for instance, it could be "I'm a Little Teapot" or "I'm a Barbie Girl"
And
or
you had to
"Gay
go
Sarah
and suggest
Sarah."
that, didn't you?
What?
Of course you would go and suggest that.
Which one are you particularly talking about?
I'm a
Oh,
Barbie girl. No, it
for
doesn't
the
sound
love
right.
of God.
It doesn't sound right. My voice is a bit too deep for this.
Anyway, that's not how it starts.
Yeah. Right,
No.
it's been like 10 years since I've listened to that song. How the fuck would I know?
It starts off with a bloke singing, believe it or not,
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
and that someone trying their best to put on a manly butch voice saying "Hi, Barbie."
Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Kim.
I didn't know we were joined by Batman.
Pardon?
I didn't know we were being joined by Batman today.
That definitely wasn't Catwoman that I did.
I'm a man. The man.
Na 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 na.
Batman.
Oh. The idea is for this to be a gaming podcast, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So the few sort of segments that we do have is not Joe singing, it's Batman.
I'm a Barbie girl.
What a start, ladies and gentlemen.
This is going to go so well.
Of
4
course
hours
it
of
is.
this is going to be hard for my voice.
If you can keep it up to the end, I will exempt you from singing out.
Okay, then.
Now, ladies and
Run
gentlemen,
away.
we're a whole 7 minutes in. Can he make it the 3 hours, 53 minutes to the end?
Batman can do it because Batman's awesome.
Fancy,
toxic
what's
bad
your bet?
person.
This is going to go so well.
If I ever got any videos for the rest of the week, it's you two's fault. You two are assholes.
Well, Joe, being
Have
that
you
you
only
was...
figured this out now?
Yes. No. I already knew Nick was.
But you've only just found out
I thought
Clancy
we were
is.
friends. I thought we were friends. We're playing Arcade next week and everything.
Yes, we are.
And you do this to me.
Hello, Diego,
Yes,
and
we do
hello,
do this to
Ivana.
you. We do this to you, Batman.
God damn it.
So, Joe, has any of your
Hi,
people shown up in your Twitch chat yet?
Give me a second. I should probably be checking that.
Yeah, for everyone who doesn't know, we're testing streaming this
No.
from my computer to the 3 channels which we have, which are obviously up on the screen right now. Maybe
Apparently we're offline.
later on, when Joe's seems like he's going to be constantly playing games during these casts, we might get him streaming his perspective of them games, so you could see that if you wanted to as well. What, Joe?
Apparently it's offline.
No, we're not offline.
Not my mind is, you idiot. Apparently I'm hosting, but apparently it's not. Well, this is stupid. First Twitch, eh?
Of course, only you would manage to fail that.
Fuck off.
somehow.
Only you.
How is that my fault?
What? That you can't even do the not work of hosting
the
my
fuck
own
up.
stream.
There we go, it's working now.
So basically, you was too retarded just to let it load.
No, I was on the dashboard. By the way, yours is like flashing weirdly.
What do you mean?
Like flashing at the sides and everything.
Yeah, I couldn't quite trim it down.
You're shit at this.
Look,
Your bright green is.
to say
not
this is our
impressive.
first one, and we're not none of us are all technically professionals. You know,
Well, I am a professional.
no, you're
You're
not.
professional at fighting crime and losing your
Exactly.
parents.
That is not the point. I am a professional.
No, you're not.
Fuck you.
Is it your
You're gonna
your
decide.
sole living at the moment?
What?
Is it your living at the moment?
YouTube, yeah, why?
Can you make a living from it?
I could if I could live off 20 quid a month. If I could live off that, then yes.
Oh,
Yes,
now
it's
you're just
a living.
breaking YouTube's terms and conditions. Tut tut tut.
Which ones? We're on Twitch. Wait, Google don't
We
know
may be
this.
on Twitch, but you're not supposed to talk about how much you earn.
This isn't. Excuse me. I'm allowed. Yeah, I'm part of TGN, and they will defend me. Probably, maybe.
Also, that wasn't Joe. That was Batman. You see, so
Yes.
it was Batman saying how much Joe earns.
Wait, I told. No. I Batman earned 20 quid. Joe earns fuck all. I nick it off from him. My voice is gonna fucking kill tonight.
Yes, it is, mate.
Yes, that is the point. That is honestly the
Fucking
point.
damn it. This isn't madness. This is Batman. No, wait, Sparta. No, it's one of those.
At what point does his voice just go and then we don't hear from him for a week?
An hour.
Probably an hour or two, and then we'll hear from him at halfway through the next podcast. And by the time we've done like the 2 full podcasts, he'll have done 1.
I will be fine.
Well, Joe was insistent that this is a gaming podcast, so shall we talk about some gaming news?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Joe, you was insisting it's a gaming podcast. What's your piece of news?
Skyrim is still good after like 3 years.
It's not. It was worse than Oblivion.
Oblivion was better, but that's not the point.
What
To be
time it
honest,
is?
I haven't really liked any of the Elder Scroll games, but
Gay.
I'm a heretic.
Ha, gay.
You are a heretic. And more ways than just the one.
That depends who you're talking to be honest. I'm a Jedi.
You did not put that in the census.
I did put that in the census. I'm also a registered reverend, remember, as recognised by the state, so I am
Who
Yoda.
the fuck would let you be a reverend?
The Universal Life Church. It's based in Canada.
Well,
Because that's in the
they're idiots,
Commonwealth,
aren't
that's acceptable in the UK. Because it's acceptable in the UK, it's acceptable in the EU. Because it's acceptable in Canada, it's also accepted all over North America. So
Okay, we
I got a
get
good
it.
chunk
We
of the
get
world
it. We get
accepted.
it. Jesus Christ, we don't want your fucking life story.
That's part of the point where we're all here to talk. And you keep telling me not to.
Not about your life story. God damn it.
So, Joe, actual gaming news. Not the fact that you just like
Don't know
Skyrim.
any. Give me a minute. Give me some out of Skyrim.
Well, I'll pick a story then that I can remember from my head.
I'm on IGN. Don't worry. I'm on
You're on IGN.
IGN.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we do lots of research. We don't just go to a random website.
Yes, we do. IGN will do. Batman trust IGN.
Ivano, I hope it went well. Sorry, I'm talking to the Twitch chat while we're waiting for you.
To come up with a gaming news topic.
Yeah,
Would
but
you
you really
invite
wanted it to be a
Ivano?
gaming podcast.
Come
So
on. Oi, Nick, get Ivano on Skype. We want to annoy him. I mean, help him with this. I totally did not say annoying first.
Ivano, I would, but it would not be helpful to you.
It was. We're like the best. I mean, I'm Batman. I'm a fucking playboy. We all know this.
I'm
And
holding
dead
my
air
head in
space.
my hand.
Come on, Joe.
Right,
Find a
right,
topic.
right.
Find a topic.
I'm trying. Can I stop doing this voice now?
No, you said you could make it to the end.
Yes.
To be exempt from singing the song. So if you fail, you're singing the end.
Fuck that.
You're doing this to be exempt from it, mate. So it's only sort of fair. That's the other side of a bet.
I hate my life. Why did I give myself such stupid rules?
Because
I
you
think
don't
Ivano
think
is-
things through, and even when you do, you forget that you thought them through, and you do stupid things anyway.
Right, I
don't-
tell you what. I tell you what, Nick. While we wait for Batman here to come up with a topic, what have you been playing this week?
Skyrim.
Not you, Batman. Nick.
Well,
Oh, me?
Well, okay,
Well,
yeah.
if any ladies and gentlemen have looked at my channel recently, they'll realise that I've been
Shit.
playing nothing.
You have played nothing.
Basically, this week, yeah, my hours have been more than normal. and I sort of messed up and thought I had more episodes to go live on the channel than I did. So I had the only thing I sort of played was
That's
Game
a
Dev
lie.
Tycoon because I
He's been
recorded.
playing XCOM.
Was that this week?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, no. It's just
What
this
an
week,
idiot.
isn't it? It was Monday. Yeah, so I played XCOM with Joe, where I played aliens and ran at him.
No, you've been uploading XCOM.
Have I?
Yes.
Oh,
That's what you
yeah.
were uploading. That's what you've been playing.
No, I played it last week.
Oh, that's okay then.
Yeah.
Wait, was it Monday, really?
I don't know. When did we record?
To the folders? To the folders with the videos.
We still don't actually
Yeah.
have a thumbnail for that, though, so we still haven't rendered
I
that
will
out.
make one day.
Yeah.
It
Because
was,
Joe always makes our joint thumbnails, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. He's such a good artist.
it was last week.
It was last
He's
week.
such a good
was
artist
Saturday last
who
week.
recently discovered that neon is a thing.
Shut the fuck up.
No, he's actually trying to brand himself closer to his gaming network.
Yeah, good
I
for
also
him.
liked the blue. The blue was pretty nice. I'm thinking of changing my Batman suit to that blue. I would stand out a bit more.
Going more 70s Batman, then.
I'd be the Neon Knight of the Dark Knight.
The 70s Batman.
No,
Yeah,
no,
was it
the
70s or 60s?
Every time you move, does Kapow come up on the screen?
I hope not. That'd be too many kapows.
I don't know. I personally don't picture you moving that much.
Fapping is moving, you know, Nick. I went there. You can blame Ivano. He put fapping, and I just took it from there.
Blame Ivano.
know,
I
I-
think that
He
can be
says you
done.
play it. He says you're playing Fapping Simulator.
Oh. I read that as farming.
That's fapping.
I did read that comment, but I read that as farming.
That's fapping.
That isn't farming. That is definitely fapping simulator.
I don't know. Farmers might do it too.
I don't think Ivano likes me. He said kick me. Why would
What?
anyone kick me? That might hurt. Like a whole 3 minutes ago, he said, I think kick Joe and get the mods in here.
Well, there is 2 mods in here.
I am a mod. I'm amazing. I helped
know.
the
Am I still banned from all moderator activities ever?
I'm not
I-
trying to put you on again because it'll just ban you again.
yeah, I still have no idea what that was.
Oh. Ivano, we've got 2 links I would like you to get Moobot to
I'm a
behave.
legend. Damn it, I'm a legend. Thank God. Neon Batman to the victory. Rescue, whatever. One of those 2. My voice hurts now. It really does. Do we have to talk about games we play? Like, what?
Yes, we do. You're next.
What news
Yep.
are we on about, you idiot?
You was taking too long, so we thought we might just do something from your memory instead while you're looking for that.
I'm
So what
talking
games have you
about,
played this week, Benjo?
Crusader Kings, EU4, and that's about it.
Anything
You want to
interesting?
tell us
happened?
anything
Skyrim.
about those games?
Skyrim, XCOM, EVE Online.
Fapping
Mass
Simulator by the
Effect.
sounds of things.
I do not play Fapping Simulator.
You're the game coder, though. You could actually make it.
I don't think anyone wants that, Nick.
I don't know. Joey's
Yes.
just everything that's wrong with this channel.
I am not everything that's wrong. Who said that?
Ivano.
God damn it! I am a very good guy sometimes.
So, Mr.
Okay,
Bad Shaman, are you going to do
occasionally.
this section properly and tell us what you've been playing?
Yeah.
I have been playing Dota 2 as per the usual, and I've been playing an awful lot of Dawn of War Soulstorm
Any good?
as my Steam. Yeah, it's quite an old game, but it's always been fun.
It was one that I didn't recognise the name of, so I assumed it was new and that there might be something
It's
to talk
War-
about.
It's Warhammer 40k, but it's
Oh, yeah.
it's from 2007, but it's still the best game in the series.
I was going to say, Warhammer 40k games, the few that I have tried playing, you know, the franchise, they just seem to, you know, loosely spread it around every startup developer that makes a piece of crap.
Yeah, like in the good old days, the who is it? Games Workshop used to be really careful with their franchises, and then all of a sudden they just gave it to anyone who asked.
Maybe they got tired of being a virgin.
I don't know. So it's produced some good games. Like Dawn of War is quite good, but it's also produced some right shite.
You mean like the movie?
Joe, have you
Yeah, but it was
found
a
a
movie.
gaming like news topic yet?
I was going to ask what type of gaming news we want, like upcoming games, what types. That way I can actually
Just
pinpoint what we actually look for.
whatever
No
you
shit
find
happened in
interesting.
the
That's the
gaming
point.
Well, Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor comes out in a couple of months. That looks.
It comes out in a
interesting
couple
as hell.
of weeks. That is.
It comes out October 3rd, so a month or so.
So,
Oh no, a month, yeah.
assuming one of your hosts had no idea what this game was, me, explain it.
You run around, you kill shit in Mordor. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it. I haven't actually.
What I've been able to gather from the game is you're a ranger.
I believe you are, yeah.
guy, and you're also like, do you know those wraith things? The guys in black that run around with swords.
The Witch King's the leader. It's the Nazgul.
Yeah, those things. You're also a wraith, not too dissimilar to them. So
Ivano says you need to get good and noob and stop feeding.
I'm pretty sure Ivano plays League of Legends, therefore any and every comment he makes is null and void.
Oh, that is harsh. Anyway, why does Ivano hate me again? I don't figure out what I did. Did I murder his family or something while I was busy? I don't
Well,
understand.
I believe it's partly because you thought he called you a legend, and what he said was, Joe, you weren't there, you legend. Oh, you went
still
there.
called me a
Nah, I
legend.
misread it now, for Christ's sake.
Still said I was a legend. To some extent of someone's imagination.
Yeah, terrible nightmares that people have been having.
Yeah, and
That is a good point. Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth is coming in October
that
as
comes
well.
out in October. I don't know. Yeah, there is no set day on IGN, but it's just
Everything
over.
I've seen about that, though, it is just
Civ
modded
5
EU5.
in
Civ 5.
space.
EU5. Civ 5.
EU5.
Civ 5
There's a
in
new EU4
space.
game. EU game already.
No.
I mean, I know 4 was pretty shit, but I mean, they didn't need to go to a new one yet.
But yeah, Alpha Centauri was like very different. It had the height mechanics, the flat level lands and like the hill lands wasn't just a random thing applied to them. It was actually because they had
Yeah.
slopes and the water level rised, and it was sort of it clearly built up the same engine as Civ 2, but it was extremely different and entertaining because of that. Whereas this just looks like Civ 5 but spacey.
Civ 5.
Yay.
Yeah, space.
And we have a tech tree. It's not linear. Well, it is. It's just linear in 4 fucking directions.
Also, The Witcher 3 World Hunt comes out in February.
That is
That's the
something
game I really want.
I sort of want
I
just
will
to
give
test
you
my
a-
computer and see how close I
It's a
can get
really
to dying.
good thing, right? The Witcher 3 comes out a day before my birthday.
So you want a present, do you? There is that like a little hint there, mate?
Yeah, not a little hint as a gift now.
It's just give me the fucking game. It's not one of those you could buy me. It's just give me it. Is it now?
Just give me the damn game now.
Also, Far Cry 4, which seems to be better than Far Cry 3, comes out in November as well. So
Yeah, but they are sort of sticking to the same sort of.
I'm going through the list of games and seeing which ones were more peak interest of me.
So
Also,
really,
Destiny
what this
comes out-
segment is at the moment isn't gaming news. It's current releases.
Well, yeah, that
At
is
least
still,
that somewhat interest Joe.
Yeah,
yeah. Destiny comes out in 2 days,
that's
which was
the
a
Bungie people. Isn't it?
semi-okay game. Yeah, it's a semi-okay MMO.
Is it an MMO?
It isn't coming out for PC, and therefore I am completely uninterested.
He's got a point. I do agree with you.
Once Bungie eventually figure out that the PC is
Superior.
a better platform than the consoles,
The
then I
host of the
might show
Master
some
Race.
interest. Yes, we should all dye our hair blonde and grow blue eyes.
9. It's Nick's good.
Bro, blue eyes. Did I hear that right?
Yes, you did.
Also, probably the only game that I'm looking forward to really is The Crew. Like that is the main game I want at the moment. Which is it's meant to come out in Q3 of 2014, which I'm pretty sure is nearly over.
Joe, the way that you're
sorry.
doing these sort of like gaming releases, we're not going to have anything to talk about gaming releases for the next 5 months.
I don't care. We're doing it this time, so I don't have to do it next time, because that means it saves me a job. We're going for as much shit as I can do now before I have to do it again.
So you make it harder for yourself next time.
No, because it means I have to do less. Wait a minute, do I have to still think of stuff?
Yes!
Okay, that's gaming releases, no more. Fuck, stop talking about them now. Think of something else.
So now you've done gaming releases, are you going to do your gaming news section?
I have gaming off. Fuck's sake.
A release isn't really news. It's
I thought this
releases.
counted. No one told me this did not count until about 10 minutes ago. That is disgusting.
It is one of the things which I said I was going to tell you about, and then I decided it'd be more fun to do it on the podcast. Because I'd already told you this. This is one of them.
I think we need to get a slide that we could just put up every so often going, hosts are arguing, be right back.
Just change the logo.
just like technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties back in a minute.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, the logo really needs replacing. If any of you are any way competent with even paint and can do a better job, feel free to send it in.
Also, so in the latest stories in gaming news that I can find is that Rise Sons of Rome's on the PC has decided that it's going to lower its recommended PC specs. So they can...
Wasn't that game essentially the press A to make shit happen game?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes, and the demonstration of how good the next-gen consoles are. Actually,
But they're
it
shit.
sort of looked
And
mediocre.
it looks like my old PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It looks like my laptop, which is currently lying on the floor.
So, and there's also there's a list of the best free games on this, like that they've decided that recently.
I can guarantee what the number one.
Dota 2 is number one, yeah. Then League of Legends, then Smite, Path of Exile, Ghost Recon Phantoms, Rift, and then it's obscurity after that.
Do you want to know why Dota 2 is a better free game than LoL? Because we
Because it's
don't make
better
you
than
pay
LoL.
for your heroes.
Because it's just better than LoL. That's just this.
Yeah,
That's how
hard
it works.
stuff.
Fuck off.
Which one was that coming from? You, Shaman or Joe?
That wasn't
I
me.
can almost guarantee it was someone on my street.
Then Dirty Foreigners, hey? Oh, sorry, not yet.
Wait, what? Destiny, the new fragrance by Xbox. Okay, I have to look at this now. And I need to figure out what the fuck this is. Microsoft removes mention of the fake fragrance from the special website. So
What?
apparently they were pretending to make a Destiny fragrance. Oh look, it smells like Destiny. No, love, it smells like shit.
It smells like we was destined to meet. No, it smells like I was destined to walk away from you.
Ooh.
And Ivano, it would be the Shield Brothers Gaming Podcast. He was asking what the
Where has he
initials
said
were.
that? Oh yeah, Shield Brothers Gaming Podcast, because we're badass and
I still think the G should be dropped.
in a way I think it should, because we literally are shit at this, but I mean, we can try.
Shaman?
We've been at
not
at
for now.
it
We'll leave it for
40
now.
minutes.
Yeah.
Well, there is a new 3DS coming out, XL, for the new Super Smash Brothers game.
You mean the one that basically has the extra buttons on the back slightly larger?
No, 3DS XL. It's just the normal 3DS, but it's a new skin, like the new Smash Bros. Skin.
Oh, so not the 3DS. Is it just L now? The
I think the new one is an L, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's just an XL. It's just basically what I have, but instead it's in a Super Mario skin. Well, Smash.
Nintendo just released the same console and the same games over and over and over again.
Because if they go bankrupt, when they
Why
try
are they
something
not
new,
bankrupt
it
already?
generally
They
fails.
Why are they not bankrupt already? They haven't done anything new in like 20 years.
Because what they have done has worked really well and has brought huge segments of the population into the gaming sphere.
Apparently,
We need to find these people who continuously buy Nintendo products and stop them. And also,
OAPs and kids.
this is now getting flagged for copyright by Nintendo. we have made mention of them, and they will take our ad revenue.
did any of you watch the Destiny Become Legend live action trailer they made?
No,
That was
no,
pretty bad.
I didn't watch anything connected.
But
to this.
apparently, one of the devs has decided that he's going to go skydiving to promote it.
Oh.
I don't know why.
What are
But
these guys sitting on?
Do you know what would be brilliant?
Too much.
Lots and lots of promotion would probably even get into the mainstream press. If while he was doing this promotion,
About it.
his parachute didn't work. If he really wants to promote the game, that's probably the best way to do it.
That's fucking great. I'm trying to find something that's newsworthy on here that is
I'll
actually
Nintendo
decent.
Master Race you in a minute.
a
Joe,
feeling-
while you're looking, because
Yeah.
obviously Shaman's been taking the mick out of you for not being able to find a story, he must already have one.
Yeah, go on then, Shaman. Go on, mate.
I don't know, I'm just looking through GameSpot just now.
So am I. Don't look at the same website as me.
So you both don't have one.
Oh.
I don't know, like,
Wait. Robin
there's
Williams
literally
tribute.
nothing interesting happening in the
Oh,
world
no,
just now.
This is interesting. The Robin Williams tribute in the Blizzard's Warlords of Draenor beta.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they finally put him in.
I know there was a tribute to Hulk Hogan in it, but I didn't know there was
Yeah,
one
they
for
just
Robin
made one.
Williams.
Yeah, they got a petition for it, and they put it this way: the Blizzard devs were like, "We're already on it. Just calm down. We get it. You want?
Yeah, that sounds like the Blizzard devs to me. It's just
We've done this. Just give us 5 fucking minutes to release it."
I mean,
yeah.
they did the thing where they did the motorbikes, and it's like no one else would do that.
Yeah,
It's just
Is
like we
it
have
that
more
they
money than
claim-
God.
As if you just said that they claim they've already done it and it's just going to be released when it's released. Or
No,
do you think it's actually more that
in the
people have
beta.
complained that much? They're like, now, we
No,
best do
they-
it.
No, as soon as they got told, they was like, "We've already started the production of it. Like, they've already started. They've finally put it in the beta now, though.
Yeah.
It's I would say he's a troll character. I can't. Yeah, he's a troll. I think.
Robin Williams
Of
is a
course,
troll.
Robin Williams would be a troll man. He'd be being the voodoo spirits.
Pretty sure he is. I can't tell though. I haven't played WoW in long enough. Let's keep reading, and I may. He says loads of his quotes, obviously, but I'm trying to find his fucking race. He hasn't told me. Oh, I give up
He's
again.
obviously of a PC Master Race.
Of course. He named his
course, he's
daughter Zelda.
So, no, he's
mean,
actually the
that's like
Nintendo Master Race, which Ivano
Oh,
was
that's it.
talking about.
Oh god. Yeah, wait a minute.
You
I've just
win
realised
this
something.
time.
I've just realised something. Ivano has it out for 2 members of this podcast, it seems, at the moment.
2 of them.
Is it just me? Or does he want me and Clancy to, like, just go? He was bitching at Clancy saying only assholes live on his street.
But,
So, which
but Clancy says that too.
You know, but it could,
He's
could be
just
referring
he's
I'm just-
rehashing what I've said.
Right, I'm making sure, so it's only me he hates, damn it.
Yes.
Well, that's fair.
Apparently. And because we've
suppose
just had
that's
a recent influx of people into the chat, I'll just cover what this is again. This is a pilot episode for a podcast with me, Clancy, Joe, and a guest, who it was Joe's job to find a guest.
No, it wasn't! You
So we've
never
got question
told-
marks. Yes, I did. You just forgot.
told me-
Anyway, it is a
Fuck off.
pilot episode. We're not quite sure on the format yet, so we're sort of feeling our way through this episode. But we've posted a link in the chat for you guys to post suggestions on segments, post suggestions for people to come on the show, and generally shout in the chat and give us feedback on what you think is what you want to see.
So go back to a minute ago, you know that new
We
3DS?
swear to God, this will be more professional next time.
No, it won't. You know that new
Yeah.
you know that new 3DS they're making that we were talking about, the little game like stick at the corner. Apparently that's going to be region locked. I don't know why anyone would care, but apparently it's going to be region locked and looks so shitty. Oh no, they've added a new R button. It's called R2.
And there's an L2.
So they're eventually
I
got to
only
where the
think there's an
controllers are
R2.
being for 20
no,
years.
there's an L2
Oh,
and an
no.
R2.
There's a ZL and a ZR.
Yeah, L2 and R2.
Oh. So basically, they've taken a PS2 or PS3 controller, put it on a Nintendo device, and added 2 screens.
It appears that I am too quiet for the stream. Let me see if I can address that a bit.
I do have friends somewhere. They're just all knobheads. They're just all assholes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me now? If Omega and Shaman could talk so they can see if I'm a bit comparable.
So if you're going to be like that, I will go. I
Test,
will go
1,
find
2,
someone.
test. Bah.
Hey.
Bah.
Do you two actually want me to get someone or not?
Not right now, no, because we're already going now.
I don't care. We could just. They could be question marks for all I give a shit. I'm getting
No.
bitched at for this now.
It's-
It wasn't technically my job.
Yes.
We can get Paradox Ninja. We can get him. We can bitch him. All thing. That'll be entertaining.
The next
Everyone.
week, you can pick the guest. You're picking the guest. You get it sorted. We'll be
Right,
streaming
now that I've thought
sometime
about
from
this.
12 to, well, it took us almost like 3 o'clock to start this time.
That wasn't my fault. That was my annoying mothers.
Oh, I sound fine now. Thank
It
you.
was your fault. It was definitely your fault.
Okay, the second time was because I wanted more Relentless,
Yes.
which is acceptable because Relentless is beautiful.
What does SBGP stand for? This is the Shield Brothers Gaming Podcast. The name actually comes
Hey.
from when me and Joe first started doing episodes. Joe decided that our pact between us was a Shield Brothers pact.
That way we shouldn't break it, but then again, we always found loopholes.
We never broke it, just like I never lied to you.
Yeah, we always find loopholes
Loopholes
for no
are-
other reason to fuck each
Hey.
other up.
Nick, is it now? I'm confused. Ivano is very confusing me at this point. I
Why?
can't tell if you put your sound up and you ask if someone they were happy, and he was like, "We can hear you sadly." Yeah. I'm confused. Who does he have it out for at the moment? Does he hit all of us equally? And me maybe a bit more.
It's Ivano. I believe he is a very... How do we put this nicely, Ivano? In fact, we'll give you 20 seconds to reply yourself. Ivano, how would you describe yourself?
We have to give him 40 seconds, because when he gets that 20 seconds, he won't fucking have any time.
Wait a minute. Apparently Tristan still can't hear me. Everyone else can fine. Tristan's had problems with his internet before, I remember, for some of the streams. But I've never known it to specifically mute me compared to everyone else.
I've got a way to get around this. What you do is you go get a bat, you hit your router with it as much as you can, and if it breaks, that's your own fault for hitting it a bit too hard, but it should fix that problem, probably. Don't trust me, to be honest.
Yeah,
Field
don't trust
hose
the word
G.
he fucking says.
Oh, fuck off. You trust me.
I do not.
You trust me sometimes.
Joe, you are the one who is
Yes.
least trusted out of the three of us.
That sounds about right, to be honest. I would not debate that, to be honest.
Yep. So wait a minute, did we do Joe's topic?
We have a topic.
Joe had a topic?
I was going to say,
a
did we? I can't remember.
Yes, we did. Oh, wait. Oh, no, this is some good news. This is some good shitty news. Because nobody likes him in the first place, but PewDiePie disables YouTube comments for good.
What?
That's
Ha!
not news. That's
What a
not
gay
news.
bastard. Okay, I'm done with taking the piss out of him now.
Okay, Clancy.
I have absolutely no news at all.
You have no news at all.
There is
I-
literally nothing that interests me happening in the world today.
Mine's...
I've got that topic now. If you want, after you finish with Clancy or whatever we're calling this part.
What topic? Gaming topic.
Remember that comment you said we want me to talk about?
No.
But now
That's your host topic, not your news topic.
oh
Different
right,
segments.
News topic is there's no really good news at the moment apart from like the fact that
Ooh, that's not
Destiny,
good.
the people who make Destiny seem to have money falling out of their fucking ears or some shit. They seem to be sat on fucking millions. I've no clue how. But anyway, I've got no real news to be honest.
Oh, I've got one. It's actually a little old, but I haven't heard you two talk about it. So, how do you guys like the idea that if you bought a previous generation console, you know, when they was actually the current generation console, sort of like just 2 years ago, and you're now being told that you can't play the games that you've already bought anymore?
I would kick them in the fucking teeth.
I bought the console and I bought the games. Why?
Recently, Rockstar has announced that particular versions of the PS4 are no longer going to be able to play Grand Theft Auto, whichever the newest one is.
The PS3.
Yeah, sorry, PS3, sorry. Online, because they put so many updates into it, it can no longer fit in the pathetic hard drive it was sold with.
Wow.
Now, the strange thing is, this, if you bought one from the start, you know, the very first PS3, it would still play the game. But for some reason, Sony later on released other versions of the PlayStation with even smaller hard drives. When hard drives were cheap, you know, for I don't know how many years ago, like at least 5 years ago, for like 40 gig hard drives were 40 quid, and that was like anything smaller than that, you were still paying 40 quid. But somehow they decided in, I think, 2010, 11, 12-ish, to release a PlayStation with a 20 gig hard drive.
Oh no, that wasn't Slimline. I don't know what the fuck. That's stupid.
Yeah, so certain people have gone out and bought that console and now can't even fit one game on it.
So, should we talk about some EA news now?
Oh yes, please. What
'Cause everyone
evil or stupid thing have they done today?
Former EA CEO says free-to-play games don't have to feel bad. Whatever his name is, also said that there isn't much of a difference between console and mobile games as we may assume. Yes, there is. One's on a small little shitty screen and takes like half the time doesn't play right.
And effectively has
PC
one button.
games
Fair
are
enough, it
the
moves around the screen, but you have one button. You can
Like
poke
EA
one
don't
thing.
mention PC. EA hasn't mentioned PC in that. They said console or mobile. You should mention PC because PCs are the best. You see, you're losing your product there. EA's are fucking stupid bastards.
Who was it recently who tried claiming that PC gaming was losing market share because sales of pre-built PCs were dropping compared to consoles? There was something given news a bit
I don't know
ago.
who said that. I
Pardon?
don't know who said that. But why would anyone get a P pre-built? It's going to be shit.
Yeah, basically, that is actually what's happening. The sales of processors and graphics cards has skyrocketed, and yet people are still
Because
trying to
people
suggest...
figured out how to build it.
Yeah, people are still trying to suggest that because pre-built PCs aren't selling, the top-end sort of specs, for, like, gaming-level PCs as much as they were before, that the PC gaming is dead, and long live the consoles.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, that's not how it works. But did anybody know that Valve was getting sued by an Australian consumer
What for?
For?
over Watchdog Steam refund policy? So an Australian Competition and Consumer Commission is taking Valve to court over an alleged breach of the Australian right to refund law.
Good on them.
So basically, someone in Australia has decided that they want to sue Valve. I don't know how well that'll went because Gabe's just so cuddly. If he walked up to anyone, they'd cuddle him and say sorry.
See, the problem is,
Oh,
you're saying you want a
hell,
refund on the
almighty
game
Gate.
that you've played, right?
Yeah,
We don't technically buy games from Steam.
I know we don't,
Yeah.
but it's not Steam's. It's not Valve themselves unless it's their games. It's not their choice to not give them refund. It's up to the game company to allow Steam to do it. It shouldn't be Valve's problem.
Valve's the
If it's like
storefront.
Watchdog, I know, but if Valve should sort of, do something about giving permission for refunds or something.
If I
But
buy
only
something
keep
from
it
Tesco,
Yeah,
and say a TV from Tesco, and I believe it's
You're probably
defective,
right, go on.
do I then take it back to whichever company made it, or do I take it back to the shop?
That's a fair point, actually. It doesn't matter. I just like.
And that's actually at least how UK law works. The person who sold you it as a
trying to
right,
protect Valve.
they have to deal with it. Usually that means that they then pass it on to the manufacturer, but they're the ones with the contact to do that. So I don't obviously know
I just
Australian
want to
law.
protect Valve.
You're trying to protect Valve.
It's just.
They
it's just
really
the fact
don't need your protection.
It's a competition and consumer commissions. I believe they would have the ability to talk to Ubisoft. If it was a customer, like an actual person, I don't think they would. But I mean, it's a fucking company. I mean, they've more than likely got enough chance of talking to Ubisoft themselves.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I keep calling it Ubisoft, but it just sounds so much better.
We know Ubisoft.
Yeah,
Don't quite know
Ubisoft.
how to price things properly.
Oh crap, please don't do this. In 2015, Star Wars characters have been teased for Disney Infinity.
Oh, of course they're going to be. Why do you think they bought?
Fucking damn it.
Yeah.
Stop ruining the best fucking film series that wasn't Lord of the Rings.
The best film
What? The
series
original
wasn't
trilogy or
Lord of
the
Rings.
prequel
Original.
trilogy?
I
Original.
maintain that the
Shit.
best Star Wars film was Episode 1, and I give no fucks that no one agrees with me.
How?
Yeah, no.
Can you please explain how?
No, this is going to go on too long.
Yeah,
don't
this
need
will
this.
take quite a while.
We have 4 hours to kill. Still like 3 and 3/4.
Does anybody know what's that? Does anybody remember that YouTuber? Like a female YouTuber who I think she did a Kickstarter a year or 2 ago, basically asking people to fund her to talk to research feminism in game.
I know who she is. Hang on.
Do you remember?
I'm
Do
gonna
you know who I'm on about? Don't you? Well, apparently,
What's her
Avengers
name?
director.
Anika, she's something like Anika Signukatov. I can't
She's a
pronounce her
cunt,
surname.
cares?
Is she the one who
No,
did the
well,
tropes
no, I can't.
versus women video?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
the same.
Basically,
Very same.
it put this. This is the title: Avengers director offers support to feminist frequency creator after death threats. She deserves. She's fucking getting the game
No.
wrong.
No, she
He's
still
like-
doesn't
No
deserve
one on
death
this-
threats.
No one on this earth deserves
Okay,
death
not
threats.
death threat, but maybe someone stabbing her instead. But that's not
I-
the point. The point is, I'm trying to get her. She reports games wrong, and then she
What I'm going to say on this issue and try and interject some normal into it is
can
that
try.
the thing she tries to argue is probably right, but the method she goes
not
about
that-
it is not fantastic.
See, like I would
She's,
agree with that.
she's very selective in what she picks to try and make
Yeah.
her argument seem more valid and ignores
It's just
anything
Yeah,
detrimental of that.
pretty much. One main thing that annoys about her, she goes for games that are set in periods of history where that was the way they were treated then. So in a game like replicating a history like God of War or something like Assassin's Creed, where women are treated less
I'm trying to think of a word that won't make me sound like an asshole, but I'm trying to portray it right.
Where they was betrayed because the society itself was patriarchal, so the game was portrayed that way.
Lower than with men. They were portrayed as lower than men. Like history would have them
there is certain points in history where women were treated as property as opposed to people. You know.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
and still happens in some part of the world.
So when you try and argue a game saying it's sexist for the fact that it doesn't treat women fairly, and the game is like God of War, you basically lose all credibility in one sentence.
Although, even without playing God of War and just seeing some screenshots, they are used as decoration, which for the time period is probably not right, because they probably would actually have been more covered than what at least they are in them videos.
In Greece, they wouldn't be.
Greece time period, yeah.
Yeah, Greece was a bit too. Oh look, I have no clothes. Well, tough shit in it. That's pretty much Greece, really. Wait, is that not Greece these days as well? Oh no, sorry. That's. Oh look, I'm Greece. I have no money. Oops.
They do?
Politics.
It's just called Deutschmarks. I mean euros.
It's called.
Come on, the EU zone is basically now just propped up by Germany.
Yeah, it is. I'm not even going to disagree with that at all. That's so right.
Hey, Tristan can now hear me. I apologise, Tristan, you can now hear me.
We apologise for further. If you have any ear damage because of Nick, you have no right to sue us, and if you try to sue us, we will point you towards the door.
Yep.
And say, that door did it.
And Mr. Coaster in the chat has just given us actually a piece of news I have seen before, as Samsung have apparently revealed a cheap VR kit.
Oh, nice.
They're working with the people from Oculus.
Behind the Oculus.
No, they're working with the Oculus people. The Oculus people are going to be building the lenses, and basically, you're going to strap a Samsung phone to your face, and the lenses from an Oculus. It's not going to work as well as an Oculus, but it'll be a hell of a lot cheaper to buy that headset and put the phone in if you already have that very particular phone, because it's going to need to be that very particular phone to fit into the mounting point, otherwise it won't work.
Apparently, you know that we were talking about Valve getting sued by Australians?
Yes.
Apparently, this is thanks to James God of 46. He put apparently Valve did a response.
Oh.
We are making every effort to cooperate with the Australian officials on this matter, said Doug Lombardi, while continue to provide Steam services to our customers across the world, including Australian gamers.
Is that the whole thing? Have we lost Joe?
I skimmed it. Have they lost me?
It sounded like we had.
That's upsetting.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we lose Joe.
And have we just lost him?
No, he's still in the call. Oh, wait, he's there. Oh, you can try again now. You was breaking up. We couldn't hear you.
Try saying what? Oh, I'm confused.
Has he forgotten already?
Oh, there was nothing more to that thing I said.
All right, that's fine. I asked you if there's any more, and then you went quiet.
No, I said no, there's nothing in it. And Lindsay Lohan's still trying to sue GTA.
What for?
Why is she trying to sue GTA?
You know that woman character on this thing taking a picture of an iPhone? She's trying to sue him over that still.
Oh, right, I didn't know.
What, does she need more coke money then?
Yeah, no, she needs more...
and of course, ladies and gentlemen, this podcast does no way want to state whether or not she does use coke. This may just be a view expressed by a member of the panel.
Seriously, legal talk right now. Really, with us two, with me and Clancy here. If you really want, there's no point.
Yeah, because if I start doing that, it could probably be a thing of a podcast, and the amount that you two are going to up, it means that it can probably fill a lot of the time.
That's good then. That's fine then.
Oh, he's back. Just reading the chat.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Google didn't buy Twitch because of potential antitrust issues. You don't fucking say.
I was going to say, it really was going to be a monopoly, wasn't it? This is one reason why I'm really happy that Amazon got it, but Google didn't buy Twitch because Twitch didn't want them to buy them. They wanted another option, and they got given one by Amazon. Amazon offered less. They took less than Google offered.
Yeah, but Google.
Yeah, it wouldn't have got through the trust laws. Hopefully. We don't know. America is a bit bad in this point. I mean, let's see. If you're in America right now in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, basically, let me guess. You're using Comcast or AOL Warner.
Comcast
Time Warner.
No, it's Time Warner.
Is it just Time Warner?
It's just Time Warner.
Yeah.
AOL.
It's Time Warner.
AOL since 2005.
Yeah, but it was AOL Time Warner, isn't it? That's the company name.
No, it hasn't been that since like 2003.
Oh, but anyway, Comcast and Time Warner are one now because the Monopoly Commission let them. Isn't that the case?
Stupid!
Because I know that there was a
I
petition
don't know.
online a while ago to try and say that you wouldn't let this happen with, like, telephone providers, but for some reason it's okay for internet.
Yeah, it was AOL Time Warner from 2001 to 2003.
Does anyone remember the AOL browser?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Fucking
it was
hated it.
horrible.
I remember it.
My only memory of using it was at a friend's house. His mum's boyfriendy thing left his computer logged on and his AOL account logged on. So we went on into a chat room that was specifically for gay truckers and made him lots of new friends.
Is this chat just going into any? Are we just dealing into any part of like shit we can get now because news is just useless? By
This
the way, there's a new
was
Xbox game
related.
coming out.
AOL Time Warner, AOL browser. What I did in AOL
Keep
browser
going. Yeah, we don't want to know what you did with AOL browser, mate.
with my gay trucker friends.
But anyway, apparently there's a new Age of Empires game coming out in soon.
Yeah.
But apparently this
Really?
is the title for the thing. The new Age of Empires, it likely isn't what you were hoping for because it's like Age of Empires Online, a piece of shit.
Oh. Don't care.
I'll send a link to the chat so everyone can have a look at it for themselves.
Or
and
if you
give
like,
their
you
own
can send me the
opinion.
link and I can actually put it on the screen.
It's in chat.
All right.
That's why I just thought if I send it for chat, it would give them the ability to just click it instead of having to just copy it. Oh yeah, you could just put it. I now realize what you meant by that. I apologize, and I apologize for my sometimes slow thinking, most of the time.
Yep.
Well, onto my phone. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I was expecting just like a big picture, not. Yeah, that looks like Age of
No, no.
Empires Online.
It does, doesn't it? Why would Microsoft don't ruin what was a great series?
I just realised
Oh,
I never
yeah.
set up the like the voice like telling people who's chatting on the 16:9 thing yet. Yeah, so it doesn't flash on that page. So I went back. I think it works on the
Well
4B3. Oh, it works for you two on the 4B3, but not me.
Yeah, because you've
Lovely.
only just set yours up today, didn't you?
Yeah, that's the point. So yeah, that sort of makes sense.
One thing I need to go off my chest is Ivano, why do you hate me? I mean, I'm a dickhead most of the time, 90% of the time, but that is no reason to hate me. If you can come up with a logical reason to hate me, I'll be happy with you. The video sues Samsung. Okay, we have to look at this.
What?
The video sues Samsung and someone else who I don't even pronounce.
So,
over
see,
graphics.
Mr. Costa has learnt something. You went to IGN for news and failed to find anything. Mr. Costa went to the BBC.
God damn it! I forgot about BBC.
Don't worry, it's a small thing. Nobody will ever remember the BBC.
What's the BBC?
Totally not the largest news organization on the planet.
I was thinking for games. I thought in games-wise, it's probably not the best to go to that.
To be honest, we could just sort of like rebroadcast Click, but with us lot talking about it. It's probably more up to date than most gaming news shows.
Well, I decided to put in chat and ask Ivano why he hates me because I want a reason. If he can give me one, he can hate me. That's a fucking fair point, to be fair.
Yeah, it is. And your last name is Bastard.
No, it's not. Fuck off. I should have never told you that.
In the Game of
not using
Thrones, in the Game of Thrones, your name means Bastard.
Well, I'm the bastard of a Lannister, but that makes me even more of an asshole. Oh,
Yes.
God, I understand.
You are just digging yourself into a bigger hole.
If it carries on like this, I'm never going to get off that line which I accidentally said a couple of days ago, which you said I should have saved for this. So far, I haven't been able to we haven't wound him up.
Ivano is apparently a dick just every once in a while. He's like me.
Yes.
I understand why we hate each other now because we're so alike. I'm obviously better, but that's not the point.
No. He's helpful. You're not. I have to drag
Very
you through
helpful.
things. He actually helps me with things.
Amazon, I never want to help you. It's hindering you. That's more fun. Amazon promises not to change Twitch following buyout.
Ha! Apart from merging it with your Amazon Prime account and charging you for it.
They're not doing that, are they?
Well, they will.
Eventually.
As far as I know, Twitch has actually been left as an independent company and is just allowed to access Amazon resources.
By
It
independent,
will
you have to have
happen.
quotation.
it will happen.
I can see it actually becoming part of Amazon Prime.
Apparently,
But
Vano's
their
making a new logo.
what was Love Film? You know, because remember Amazon Prime? Yeah, Amazon didn't come up with it. They just bought out a UK company which was doing a better job than
Them,
Netflix at the time.
But apparently, Ivano is making us a new logo. So cheers, dude. I suppose. I don't know if that's. Good to hear
I'm
about.
trying to remember the last piece of artwork I saw from Ivano. I don't know if this is a good thing yet.
Oh my god, you're a dick. Ivano, it'll be good. I think. I don't know. I don't trust you.
It's got to be better than what I did. I just
It's better than what you did.
yeah. I'm not sure how serious it's going to be.
I have a feeling it's going to take the piss out of me in some shape or form. And if it doesn't, I'm going to complain.
I do like this. All the news now is actually coming from Mr. Coaster.
Why don't we get him on this stream? He'll help us so much.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk.
You may have just become our first guest.
No, not this stream. This stream is just going to be us. It's the trailer, the pilot, and then we'll have the guests from next episode. I'm not set up to accept another person into the call. It will break
I'll wager.
the stream.
It doesn't matter. Just invite him because he's cool. Mr.
It will
Coaster,
break the stream.
Badass dude. Don't care. Just do it. Be fun. Break the stream if you have to. He's getting all of our news for us. Just do it.
Mr. Coaster, they have to learn to do this themselves.
Steven's letting us hide games. Why would you want to hide your games? Not unless you're the proud owner of like Bad Rats or something.
I had 500 copies of Bad Rats at one point.
Nick,
Yeah?
do you remember? Did you meet Dorgan?
Whom?
A friend of mine from America.
I would not believe so.
I have a very right. So basically, one day she was looking through her Steam, and she found a game that she decided was quite funny.
What was it?
Barbie Dreamhouse Party.
Oh, yeah?
10 minutes later, I received a fucking copy.
So you own Barbie Dreamhouse Party, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Have you played it?
And yes, I have, because she told me to. And I said if I didn't play it, she was going to complain at me until I played it.
So Steam
And you
records
said
the
the
fact
rest-
that you have played Time.
For 22 minutes. Wasn't that long.
22 minutes. It took you 22 minutes to close the game, effectively.
How did you manage to play that game for 22 minutes?
Room for like 20 of those, to be honest. I just left it open so she thought I was playing it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Secretly,
but I want to play.
secretly, he really enjoyed it, and he's just dying to go back to it.
I've got Skyrim. I'm good. Skyrim, do not crash now that I tap back into you. Yes.
It will crash. I hope it does crash.
Oh no, it crashed.
Yes.
No, wait, is he playing on
Really?
PC or console?
PC.
I was just double checking
What's
because
the
someone
win?
was playing on console at your house a minute ago.
That was my cousin. That was he left before we started, so it's all good.
Ah, right.
Now, do I eat my digestives or my massive packets of crisps?
Are the crisps Polish?
We've been over this. They're made in the south of England, so they're probably shit. But that's
They're
not the point.
inferior to my Polish crisps.
Herefordshire.
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 Yeah.
Shire. It's not
Do I
hard to
even
say.
need to tell you what it sounded like the first time?
What?
It sounded awful like Herefordshire.
Herefordshire.
Herefordshite's more like, actually. I agree.
Joe, aren't you naturally from the south?
Not that.
No, that's
south.
you.
I am not from the south. I am from the north of England.
I am technically from the south, but
Yeah.
the south I'm from is better. But again, is that really hard than most of the south?
You're still a dirty shandy drinking southerner. How long ago was it? Like last called you a dirty shandy drinking southerner?
Fucking a year at least, mate.
Yep. That's quite good.
Wow. Racist.
And there's me drinking my cider and Charman drinking, Clancy drinking his Iron Brew with vodka.
Iron Brew. When did I
He's
drink
not
Iron
from
Brew?
Glasgow.
I don't actually drink vodka at all. So
No.
Like I said, not from Glasgow.
that is the closest thing on earth to devil drink.
What, vodka?
That's the. Yeah,
No,
that
no,
stuff
no,
is
no, no,
evil.
no. Stella is evil.
Stella's is fucking disgusting.
Stella was my like first drink type thing. You know, with like all my mates. That's what I used to drink. When they had their liter balls of cider, I had Stella.
To drink Stella, it is mandatory for you to wear a wife beater and beat your wife.
Wait, wear a wife beater? By what do you mean a wife beater as an item of clothing?
That's white
Yes.
tank top.
Link me a picture of this now.
But a wife beater?
Yes. I've heard the term calling them a wife beater before. I've never
It's
expected it to
basically
be an item of
white tank
clothing.
top that no one's cleaned because it's got alcohol stains and everything on it. Because he's too busy drinking to take it off. If I remember correctly.
This is cleaner than a usual top, and the guy probably isn't a stellar drinker, but that's the sort of top I'm talking about.
Oh, you Skype chatted it, damn it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. He could have. I mean, he does look like one. He's got a little ponytail to the side. He probably could. If he
That's
could
a
get
proper
one.
wife
But
beater.
he's probably a husband beater.
There we go. That's a Stella drinker.
Fair.
That's what a wife beater is. I don't
A white string
understand how you
vest.
didn't- Yes, a wife beater.
And he's just beating his wife now. The police are coming for him.
Hey, guys. The proper news, probably. No,
Oh.
Ivana, we have not heard of the new Assassin's Creed character's name.
Something
Wait,
French.
which one?
Something definitely not a woman.
Wait, are we talking Rogue or Unite? Because there's two now. Rogue, the old one, which is you're a Templar assassin, which you hunt assassins, and it's all fucking freezing cold and bullshit. And there's once where you're a fucking white flag wielder.
A white flag
Which-
wielder.
Yeah, the French people.
Again, I still stick
Wasn't the
definitely
French
not a woman.
Revolution, They were cutting their heads off at this point.
However, they also insisted on wearing big white, blue, and yellow flowers on their chests.
That was actually the aristocracy, though, not the revolutionary people.
And now Nick has placed upon the screen something that we all knew was a wife beater.
What? Oh, I forget you've got the delete. It's only just coming up on the screen now, isn't it?
I just feel like
It's just came up on me for the stream as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're thinking, well, this was like minutes ago, this is how bad Twitch delay is, even to the host. It just came up for me.
That's fucking great.
See, I forgot that you guys
Not
couldn't
me.
see that. I forgot we were supposed to like share the screen so you could see what I was putting up at the same time. But yeah, you can deal with a Twitch delay. To be honest, I actually thought you had seen it because the way you reacted when I said it was up. It was as if he was reacting to that
I
picture.
just saw you going in and typing Ramsey Nesbitt. I was like, oh.
That's true. Come on, he is the archetypal.
Yes, he drinks Stella.
Yes,
Oh,
and
yeah,
he is
and
chased by
NNL.
pink elephants.
The only Ramsey Nesbitt clip I can ever remember is the one where he gets drunk in a church and a priest makes him shave his head bald, become a priest, otherwise he's going to put a curse on him.
Nick,
Yes.
do you have a profanity filter on your Twitch chat?
it's on
Not
my Mac,
intentionally, no. But it appears it is.
Oh, fuck, can we get it off?
Twitch has apparently put it back on again. If you use Better Than Twitch,
fucking
made by the same person who makes Nightbot, it removes it.
Where can I get better than Twitch?
Nightdev.com, I believe.
Or
Oh, there's a good one. Why DRM sucks.
Because we'll just
that
bypass it anyway.
All DRM does is encourage you to pirate the game. Because you'll get a
Night
better
Dev.
experience with the stolen game.
Yes.
do I have to refresh everything now?
Yes, you will. Just showing people Nightdev is quite nice. To be honest, when I was still in school, I have had a tendency to probably play more games than I had the money for. I think that's the closest way I can put that without actually saying an illegal thing.
Yes, we admit to nothing.
Yes. However,
Har, fiddle,
Paradox saying right now why
With
DRM's
me.
Paradox saying how DRM sucks. It's true. Do you know why I play as many Paradox games as I do? Because these games that I didn't have money for was Paradox games, and now I know I like them, and I buy every single DLC because I have the money to actually support them now. Unlike Joe, who just goes, "Give me the games."
I have paid for every single one of their games I bought, but the ones on Steam I give because I bought all mine off of Steam and they don't work anymore, so they've given me ones for Steam.
Oh, right, yes.
There is actually a difference. I actually have bought every single one of their games.
I'll let you off then. But yeah, either way.
To get them on Steam again was too expensive, so I was like, Paradox, I play your games, give me. No!
Well, at the time, I didn't have the money to get the games and the expansions and everything, so I didn't get them. But now I do, and I also buy all the DLCs, and I do my best to support them. I make the videos because I really do enjoy the games. I like how the company works, so I do my best to support them in every way I can. In fact, even when YouTube was at the point where you had to get permission to put like gaming content on, even if you weren't doing adverts.
That was years ago, Nick.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I writ to them and I got the permission from them. They were the first people to reply to me, and they were good. They're good. I know I've told you, but now I'm telling the stream.
Well, I don't think I like you, Nick, so just shut up. I'm sorry, that was just too. It was too easy to miss. I had to go.
Don't worry, Joe. I also don't know if I like you.
Dude, we've been like friends for like nearly probably 2 years now.
I've been putting up with you.
Yeah, you put up with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's been fucking dragging your channel along.
Sorry, I've never noticed any spike in my channel growing when our videos go up.
That's because you're shit.
Actually, no. I know one sub which has came to my House Doom channel through your channel. The only thing is, they was originally subscribed to my Dr. Nick Doom channel. They found you through that one.
Oh,
and then I messaged everyone to say that I was moving on to House Doom 1 due to stupid reasons.
I know.
And then he came back later and said, "Whoa, I love this channel." And I just looked back through, like, when I went to post to say, "Oh, thank you for subscribing," like I do on people's boards. I look and I go, "Oh yeah, you're the one who's already subscribed to me. You found Joe." Like, I honestly can't believe that. The memory of some people.
I would say thank you to everyone, but it's easier if I just like make a video for it every week, month, which I'm going to start doing when I remember to properly.
When you remember to,
I
probably.
have uni starting next week. Leave me alone.
Well, Joe, at least you don't have a series called A Week in the House. You know, it states a week, and then you do it like maybe a couple in a couple of days, and then like one in a month. I actually got a comment telling me like, why is it called A Week in the House because of that? And I went, well, because an undisclosed period of time in the house is a bit too long of a title.
Thank you, Mr. Coaster. Dude, NVIDIA announces a Shield tablet and wireless controller for it. That's fucking awesome.
Do you mean the Shield tablet?
Yeah.
Not the Shiv?
Yeah.
No, you said the Shiv. You said Shiv.
I said the Shield.
You said Shiv.
You said Shiv.
You said Shiv.
Shield. It's
ladies and gentlemen of the chat, did he say Shield or did he say Shiv? Post your comments now.
You ask your viewers, they're all going to say fucking...
You're hosting on your channel too?
Yeah, but nobody's there because my Twitch followers don't 12 million bucks. I haven't streamed in like fucking 2 months or something.
And of course, people... That's the thing, I should really get in the description-y thing now on mine, like links to your two's channels. I should just update that. Ivano told me that I have to.
Ivano is apparently keeping your sinking ship afloat.
Yes. He's also the one who made the Facebook for us. And manages it. Thank you, Ivano.
Yeah, the amount of stuff this guy appears to do for you should pay him a salary.
If I was earning enough money from this, I would do. And I'm happy to put that on the record.
Ivano, take everything you can get from him.
He's also the reason why one of the first fan meetups is going to be in Rotterdam.
Apply the 18-year-old credit card method. Take from them everything, give nothing back.
Go bankrupt and then never worry about it.
They have to come get it.
Pardon?
I said if they want something...
You missed that completely again.
Yes. What did I miss?
Everything.
Alright.
You just handed me the rights to your channel.
No, I
Hey,
didn't.
Mr. Coaster likes me. Thank God. That's someone.
I'm going to be looking over the video file for this when I make it up for YouTube and the podcast. So I'm going to be double checking this. And there
my
might be a
God, when
smarmy
you-
comment from me added in the middle of the podcast. So if you've already heard this,
Mr. Coaster's such a badass dude. He actually likes me.
he tolerates you. Nah, he does.
You know, that's
He's one of your
that's
subs
probably
as
more
well.
realistic. That is probably more realistic to tolerate, though. That's probably more about right area.
Ivana, if you need money soon, you're going to have to work even harder to promote my channel, because it's the only way you'll ever make money.
If you go down the road,
get a job.
yeah, I was gonna say, if you go down the road, then maybe a shop, ask him for a job.
No, but I mean working. Like, properly working.
You should be promoting
Yes,
a healthy
because-
work ethic in children. How old is he
Yes,
actually?
because-
Before I continue this. No, I'm just calling him a child. None of older than me. That's gonna be a bit weird.
An actual job.
Well, that would actually lead me on to my host topic there, Joe's prejudice in guessing how old somebody was.
I am not.
So shall we
I just
do
think he's
host
younger than
topics?
me. Mine's the best. Mine's
Do you-
slightly insultive.
Do you want to start then, Joe?
I'm eating crisp. Give me a minute.
Shaman, what's your host
Are
topic?
they Polish crisps?
For fuck's sake,
do a
we've been
host
over this. No.
I could do a host topic on how Polish crisps are superior to all others.
Right, Joe, Clancy, keep the ladies and gentlemen occupied. I need to run downstairs and kick an internet box.
Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, he's now left us alone.
Nick is a massive dickhead.
He's left us alone. That is not a smart move.
That's like
that
the
is.
worst thing to do. Unsubscribe from Nick. Subscribe to me and Clancy. Never look back because we're better than Nick.
Oh, by
Like
the way, I'm
10
not actually called Clancy. That will be fixed in a later version of this podcast.
It probably won't because Nick's a dick, but that's not the point.
I'm gonna change my Twitch to /bow down before the almighty Muffet. Because, you know, bow down before the almighty Muffet.
We get it, dude. We get it. If the chat do not get it, they'll get it in 5 seconds. There's that picture.
Oh, we're
There it is.
not that picture. If it's that one, I'm gonna bring. Yes, I think you're more normal than any of us three deadbeats of Anno, so yeah, you could do a job.
I posted it. That's too good not to post.
Please. Oh, I got a 403 error.
Wait, what? No!
403 for being there.
So when I left, it was just you two giggling.
I'm just reinforming your viewers to bow down before the almighty Muffet.
Oh,
Then he tried to post a picture and just got a 403.
Nick, get the muffin. Bow down to the Muffet. Wink, wink, get the picture up.
what picture do you mean? I honestly have no idea what you'd be talking about.
Bow down to the Muffet.
The picture you
Bow
posted to me
down.
earlier that I couldn't look at without bursting at the laugh.
Oh, that specific one.
Yes,
Yeah.
that one.
Just fucking do it.
I'm looking for it. There's some stuff coming up in this search which really shouldn't be on the
No,
screen.
not that one. The other one.
Joe,
The really, really funny one.
remember how far behind you are?
If
What were
you're
they-
wondering
oh.
what a Muffet is, it is the picture that my name is superimposed on.
Yes. Wait, are you sure I posted it in the chat?
It's in the Skype chat.
I really don't. Oh yeah, I do. Sorry, there. There. The little guy from Battlestar Galactica playing with his Muppet. This is what Clancy is, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
For the moment.
Boy and Muffet. Yeah,
I know, I could change back to the smiling panda if you want.
No, you're all right. I like you being the Muppet. It's what's going to be your channel logo. So, what are you guys talking about while I was away?
Nothing. Nothing.
See,
So,
now what they're going to have actually been saying is something along the lines of, now he's not here, we can say this, and he won't know. Remember, I'm editing this, you idiots.
So?
we
said.
did nothing. We did nothing.
So, hand on heart then, you two. You said nothing that you thought I wasn't going to hear.
Hand on heart.
Hand on where my heart should be.
Hand over my dick as well, just make sure.
And don't worry, I kicked the internet box at the right level. We didn't lose anything. But I had to go down and kick it because I dropped 3 frames. And on an hour, that is unacceptable.
See the Muppet picture. Zoom in on the kid's face.
I can't, that's his full zoom.
It's looking at you.
So, Joe, what was your host topic then?
I have another joke I could make.
Host topic,
I'd
Joe.
rather not.
I need to go go for a shit. No, I need to go for a piss, actually.
Bio break, Joe. Bio break. Save your
That's
dignity.
not a thing. That
I
is
need a
not
piss.
a thing.
We are
It
not,
is a thing.
We are not the Polaris podcast. We don't have breaks. We just go whatever the fuck we want.
A bio break. That is not even a word.
No, it's 2.
It's not 2 words either.
It is. Are you saying bio and break and not words?
Yes.
Bio is short for biology, so you're going to dissect a frog.
No, bio is not short for biology.
What is it short for then?
Biological.
That's the same fucking thing.
No, it isn't. Biology is a type of science. Biological is like us. We are biological beings. We are not a type of science
About
beings.
science now? No? Okay.
No,
Oh,
we're
Joe
not
plays with
besides, we all practice voodoo magic.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm currently
Talking about what I do
beheading.
in my spare time.
I'm currently beheading a chicken.
Beats him choking it. Tumbleweed.
I just realised no one's talked in quite a while. I think they don't try. I think they realise we're all fucking insane.
No, they realised that I left, so it just, you two obviously weren't that entertaining.
Don't inflate your ego.
Oh!
Trust me, it would take more than that to inflate it.
Big enough as it is.
Nick, you need to hear this. Ivano said, the Polaris, the somewhat intelligent podcast, unlike this one. I think
Yes,
you'll find
yes.
we're all more intelligent than Jesse Cox. Dodger and Total Biscuit, probably not, but that is not the point we're getting at.
Please, please, please do not group me in with these freaking imbeciles.
You're an
Episode.
imbecile, Nick. End of story.
Clancy. Sorry, you keep changing your name, even though this is one that I enforced on you. Somehow I forget it.
I didn't even pick this name. This was the name that you put there. And
You asked me to
still
guess
managed
your
to get it
name. I said Clancy, you said yes. There may have been another name in between that,
Probably.
but that's what I'm sticking to.
Very possibly it was my real name, but never mind.
It was the actual real name, but one in between it.
If you follow me on Twitter, I have my real name, first real name placed. So
Obviously, he's not going to tell you his last name because he doesn't want people sat outside in his asshole street.
To be honest, if you Google my full name if you put my full name into Google, you'll find out that I was from Spain. I died 3 years ago in a moped crash.
Fair enough.
That I like. The idea that you're dead.
Oh, that's fucking mean.
Yeah, it is. It should have come from you.
Oh, Ivano says he has more intelligent conversation with Jesse than us. Or me. Or you. I don't know. He just says than you.
Probably means me.
Yeah, probably
Listen,
you. You
man.
are not intelligent.
That podcast consists of sane people. This podcast consists of people who are varying ways.
No.
through
That
the journey
podcast
of
consists
insanity.
of the same person corralling insane people into getting a coherent podcast.
Whereas we are uncorrallable.
Whereas...
We are like young people. We don't give no shit about that law.
No. Whereas I don't have an actual structure to keep you two guys at the moment, because I'm hoping
come
for
on,
suggestions from these guys.
You'd never keep us in line anyway.
To be honest, we're sort of on target for the structure that I sort of suggested. It's just you wandered off a little bit more than I expected.
We're like women. We're independent black women. We don't need no man.
You're independent black women, are you?
Except that we're not black or
Or
women.
women.
I don't know. This could explain a few things.
That means you as well, Nick.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking it could explain a few things about you two. Being that the original start time of this podcast was basically picked by them two. I okayed it with both of them before I said, yo, this is definitely the time. And then as soon as I did, by the way, I'm off to
We
shop.
were streaming.
Pardon?
I had to go and get Empire biscuits for
Yeah, Empire
this
Biscuits
podcast.
are pretty good. And Mama must go get me relentless because I'm not going to get it.
I was still here on time.
Well, no, you wasn't.
Actually, he was. It was,
Was he?
It was my mother
Oh, yeah, sorry. The one who poops.
who went. Yeah, we don't need to know that. I don't think the world needs to know that. I mean,
I didn't
my
need to
phone
know that. She said it loud enough
did
in your
I?
house, but I heard it across the country.
wasn't my fault.
Anyway, that's probably not the topic to bring up on here.
Well, it's out there in the world now.
So, one of you two, host topic.
Well, the Goblin Techies were released into Dota 2. Death to the Techies.
So, what do you actually want us to discuss about techies? Because I have no idea what you're on about. He said, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So all I want to say is death to the Techies. That's it. That begins and ends my opinion on the Techies.
The whatties? Explain what they are.
Annoying.
We're back in 5 minutes.
While he takes his bio break.
That's not a word.
It is a word. I've used this for years now.
That explains an awful lot about you then.
Why? What does it explain about me then? Discuss.
Well, for a start, you seem to have trouble doing anything above PG-13 language.
No, I do my best to avoid going that way. As soon as usually the tone has been set higher, I probably do default to that higher setting, but is my default for when recording.
Do you want to try that again and make it an actual sentence?
My default for recording is probably around the PG-13 level rating, yes. But once people break that level, and it's accepted, well, this is now obviously not going to be PG-13, it is going to be... Well, you two are in, so let's use the American R for retarded. Then I stoop to that level.
Hang on, you're calling me retarded and you have attempted to invent your own language out of the fact that you can't read basic English.
I can read fine, damn you.
You read the topic of your stream as not what it was.
Please be polite.
I can't remember. It was SBGP podcast pilot, not polite.
However,
But they're not
that is not the
even
reason I had my own
remotely
language.
civil.
But it was internationally recognised across the entirety of the world.
By a group of drug people in the pub.
We're talking about Glasgow.
No, I was
No.
also talking online as well. Come on. There was entire nations that recognised it in the game where I met you.
Oh, those are not nations.
They
Not
were
anywhere.
nations
Right now.
in the game.
Hey, what did I miss?
The fact that he says Doomish isn't a real language.
It's not.
It is. It's internationally recognised.
It's not internationally written.
Nick, you are an arse. End of fucking discussion.
This is
We're
my
not having
host
this
topic.
discussion anymore.
I've made this my host topic, but why that is not a language.
Okay, explain why it wouldn't be a language. At what
raised
category,
it.
at
Oh,
what
start-
point could you
For a
actually
start,
say that it
like
isn't?
One.
Oi,
For a start, there is
Nicholas,
one
Nicholas,
speaker.
Nicholas, shut up. Clancy, you can continue talking if you really want to, but I was going to say something. I Rage Quit wants to know what SBGP means. So I just thought you two might want to know one of your viewers is talking to you.
By the way, that is
Okay.
extra large rage quit.
Oh, was it large? Jesus, didn't notice that.
No.
That's an I.
XXL.
It says I Rage Quit.
That's an L.
That's an I.
That is an L.
That is an I.
That is an I, mate.
That's an L, isn't it, surely?
No, it's a...
Rage quit. You've been in my stream how many times and I called you that and you just agreed.
Actually, it's either a capital I or an L. A normal L. Damn it!
Yes! It's an L. Thank
Are you
you.
haters?
You two are idiots.
I was helping you get your question across to these two pathetic morons. Okay, Nicholas is a pathetic moron, Clancy is a badass, but that is not the point.
And ladies and gentlemen, the SBGP stands for Shield Brothers Podcast, which relates back to an earlier series of videos with me and Joe where we had a Shield Brothers agreement not to do each other over. And we found lots of loopholes.
If you want those playlists, we can give you them for $14.99.
I told you, we're not selling this. This is free. We make content free.
No. I'm doing my role in the bottom right left corner. I am doing what role I would in Polaris. I am making people I am charging people because I'm a
Let's completely ignore the fact that he's not in the bottom right corner and he's in the bottom left corner.
I said bottom left.
You said right.
You did not. You said right.
I apologize. I'm retarded sometime.
And also, I like to point out the person who said, definitely don't just make us a Polaris clone. A co-optional podcast clone. And his entire basis on where we put him in this is he wants to be the Jesse.
I want to charge people for everything. I want to make money off this because I'm a stone-hearted bastard. What's your point?
Do you know what Jesse means up where I live?
Yes, I do. He wants to be the Jesse. Yes.
Do you realise what you've just said?
I do, and it's brilliant.
Go on, what does it mean then? Go on. Enlighten me.
In colloquial Scottish, Jesse means. Actually, no, I'm not going to. We have a Scotsman in the stream. It is his job.
I'm not even gonna bother.
Go on, Clancy. Go on.
If you make him understand the joke, it ruins it. Make him work for this.
It means Jessica.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Keep going.
Rage Quit would like to be Krendor.
That's acceptable.
So, Rage, so are you hosting the post-Shield Brothers podcast, then? Are you going to start when we finish? That's what Krendor does, isn't it? Post-optional podcast? Oh, there appears to be a problem with this call. Hopefully. Yeah, it looks like Shaman's dropped out.
God damn it, Clancy.
He's back. Is he? Jesse?
Alright, something just crashed.
Yeah, you dropped out of the call.
It's a pet name for Gene. The guy.
No,
Stop. No.
That's what this says.
It's
That's not
not what it is.
what
Google,
it is
stop
here.
failing me.
Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, if you know what Jesse means in Scottish, feel free to help
Do
me.
not tell him.
Oh, fine, don't tell him. Give him hints. Very vague hints.
Would it be a good idea to go to Urban Dictionary for this?
No.
Possibly, actually.
Scottish Urban Dictionary?
If you could read it.
Urban Dictionary, Scottish edition, where there's no real words.
I can, man. There'll be no real words in that.
Like there was no words in that sentence.
I am not a coward.
No. Oh, I was giving Jesse an extra meaning as well.
I'm not a cunt as well, Nick.
I usually
that was debatable.
associated Jesse with coward, but also a tendency towards something else, which sometimes people use as a term for coward.
Gay?
I was going to say Puffed or Pansy. Pansy, most likely. I would say that's the English translation. And we've lost Shaman again. Oh, he's back.
Shaman,
It's so
get
hard
about.
to get a connection to that foreign country of Scotland.
Shaman, get about. Hit your router a bit. Come back later.
Oh, you can paste links, yes, no problem.
Exactly what it is. I'll be back in a second.
He's going to go walk 500 miles and punch his roommate.
16.
Good. Wait, who?
Pardon?
You said 500 miles. Oh, we can't do that without him.
No, he really needs to be here.
That's what I
And
mean.
everyone in the chat's now wondering what the hell we're talking about, and we're not going to tell them, because when we do reveal it properly, it's going to be brilliant.
It is.
Yes, I was expecting you to ruin it there. Such a high opinion of you, Joseph.
No comment.
me Joseph, Nicholas.
I will call you Joseph if you keep calling me Nicholas. Actually, is
Sorry, what,
Joseph your
Nicholas?
real full name?
Technically, no.
So the same as how
technically,
Nicholas
my
isn't
mother-
my name.
My mother decided it was, and my dad decided it wasn't, so technically it's 50-50.
Mr.
So,
Coaster,
Jeff.
I believe you probably
Jeff.
missed Sod All. That was worth watching anyway.
So, did you go 500 miles to punch your roommate?
Are you also going to go 500
I did
more?
not. No, I did not walk 500 miles. I walked 5 footsteps.
And I will walk 5 footsteps.
Whoa, that's copyright. Jesus Christ, do you want to fucking get sued?
I know for a fact that my singing is that bad, no automated program will ever detect what song I'm singing. We might get flagged for another song,
What's that?
but not the one that I'm actually going for. I don't know which one. I'm just saying I can sing that bad, but I might get flagged for another song, but not the one we're going for.
I'm surprised Skyrim hasn't crashed yet. With all the mods I've gotten.
Hit it with a huge hammer.
If mine boots up in the first 3 attempts, I'm doing well.
So, let's see. We've done Clancy's topic.
Oh,
Or
that means
collection
I'm-
thereof.
Are you happy that we have done your topic?
Yeah, on you.
There we go, Joe. Your turn.
Bitched about some goblins.
What?
Hey, if you had to play about the goblin techies, you would bitch about the goblin techies.
I wouldn't know because you were so ineloquent in your discussion. I still don't know what the fuck you was on about.
Learn to go to a fool.
So if before I actually do this, I'm gonna let chat decide if we just say it or not, because I could probably find another one eventually. But are they content with me using, like, say, talking about a Roomba and a comment involving him? Because if they're safe with that, I will.
It's
Full on
something that
bitch
actually
about it,
happened
though.
to you, so I'm happy for you to use it. But I guess you can ask
Not
them.
you. I was talking to the viewers. I know you're happy to use it because you told me to. I'm asking if they're happy, because if they don't want me to bitch about a Roomba, well, it's not really bitching about him. It's bitching about something to do with him.
It's the fact that you was mentioned in relation to him. Are they
that
happy
is- that
for
is-
you to
that
be
is
in any
insulting.
way compared to a Roomba?
Because I know I'm better than him, but that's not the point.
So modest.
We need a new overlay for whenever Joe speaks, it just comes up with drama alert.
How the fuck am I?
It appears that the chat is happy.
And then a big picture of Keemstar's face. I was
Go,
just-
deep breaths, and then continue the conversation. Breathe in, and out.
Did I just kill him?
Breathe in, get shot in the head.
Wait, what?
That's what it seemed
I
like.
think that's a step in relieving stress. Or at least if it is, that's permanent relief.
Ah, the relief. Anyway, talk. It's what you're here for.
So, I don't really know about how to go about saying it, but I don't
The
want
way
to
that you
offend this
said-
person. I
In
don't want
the
to
way
offend
that you
this-
go about everything.
Well,
so
don't mention
basically
their
it's a
name
massive
then.
twat.
Speak about it in a
Basically,
generality.
So on my YouTube videos, someone commented saying they say it's amazing how few subscribers I have. I mean, they're being a dick already, it seems. I mean, they did go lower. I mean, they dragged this through the dirt. But he basically said, this is a Rumble level gameplay. And I mean, oh, you equated me to that him. I mean, I watch his videos, like when he first started. But these days, they're a bit shit. He then said, and you are not getting any views. I mean, he's already kicked me when I'm down. But he just had to kick me a bit further. I mean, he's basically doing a Nick right now.
I don't kick you when you're down.
Kick it well.
I kick you
Make sure it
to
doesn't
get you down.
back.
But anyway, no, we won't interrupt. Have your little say.
It then put, you deserve more views than you're currently receiving. I mean, it's YouTube. Nobody cares. And then you put, I can't wait to see your channel grow. Before he put grow though, he put slowly. I mean, someone's decided that he wants to come out and be a cunt today. Because it will, and he just wants to be along for the ride. I mean, I'm disgusted by that comment for now. Discuss while I play Skyrim and kill dragons.
You have to
This
be
is
part
your
of the
host
discussion.
topic. You have to be
Fuck!
part of the discussion.
However, I would like to say
I'm
it
sorry.
may be the fact that I'm an eternal optimist, as everyone knows, but I don't believe he intended any insult.
I don't think he intended any insult. It's just the way he put slowly before growing. I mean, you didn't have to mention I hardly get any views because, I mean, everyone knows that. It is a douche thing to do. And I'm now going to retry running Skyrim.
So you crashed.
Yeah.
Leave
Now,
Skyrim
personally-
off and discuss your home topic, your host
I
topic.
I've had
discussing-
similar comments, and I personally just take them as, well, they believe that our content is of a high level and it is worth watching.
It's just he equated me to a Roomba. That's all that annoyed me.
Which might be why he originally went to you.
Well, I don't
It's
know
not
how
exactly
you get
like you're
me.
difficult to annoy either.
No, I am quite difficult to annoy. Actually, I take everything in its strides. None of the stuff you do annoys me. I pretend because, well, someone's got to be a dick about this.
And if anyone's going to be a dick, Joe, it's going to be you.
Fucking me.
So what particularly annoyed you about this nice comment?
It's a Roomba bit. I don't like being equated to people I can't personally stand anymore. If you equated me to the older Roomba, I wouldn't have minded because his old videos were alright. It's his new videos that lack quality and are shit.
What's changed then?
He
You say
basically
lack
went
quality.
in-
Surely quality is something that can be quantitatively measured. What has
By
dropped?
quality, I mean he went from being actually good at like playing it well and being engaging to basically doing what really new YouTubers do with the basic errors of just being less engaging and really just not being hit with them anymore. He went from being something that he was actually good at to generic bullshit we don't want to see because it's generic and shit.
I know in some of his videos he's purposely mentioned how he's trying not to play as like min-maxy as he used to say he liked to play. Is that what you don't like then?
No, it's not. That is in a way, it's not him playing min-maps anymore. It's more the fact that he's changed himself to attend to his viewers instead of being himself. He's changed because people didn't like what he was doing. And that's fair, but you don't go about changing your entire way you are for some people, just because someone doesn't like the way you play a game. You continue playing that game the way you would.
Yeah, but he didn't say it was because he didn't like that people didn't like him playing it that way. He said it was because playing it that way, which I will agree with his statement, can get very boring. Every game ends up being sort of the same thing.
Nick, we have white blocks on the screen.
It's because I clicked away on Skype to something else because Ivana sent me something. It'll be fixed.
But anyway,
That
it's
should be
just,
fixed.
I just don't think a Roomba's this. He's just not the same way he was back then. He's just not as good anymore. I'd prefer to be equated with the Roomba that I like instead of the Roomba that doesn't do anything himself really apart from record. I mean, in the old days, at least he had shitty thumbnails, but at least they were his. Probably, were they?
Had a competition on Reddit to find somebody to do them though. I quite like the way that was done.
That is a good way to do it, but couldn't you do it yourself? Make them more personalised to you instead of having someone who's... I mean, the new ones are amazing, but the old ones are more him. Because they were his, not some really fancy badass artist I want to hire.
Well, instead of just relying on me to sort of do it for you.
Fuck off, I do mine myself.
I don't have any to rely on. I'm not,
You don't have any to
adding-
make.
I'm not adding...
Okay, so what are we
Much.
doing now anyway?
Is that your host topic? Are you happy that that's discussed?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Where did he get my lines from? How did people get access to this shit?
I didn't make this. This was Ivano's. I just chucked it on to show you his example of the logo. I think the blank shield with nothing in it is to represent Clancy's head.
I like
alt
it
tab out
for the sense of it's got the lines that I just don't like the big blue bit. And I think they need the muffin at the bottom. I do need muffin. I want a fucking muffin. I don't want that. I want a muffin.
Did you say muffin or muffet?
I said muffin because I want a muffin to stand on. The thing is, I actually said muffin on purpose.
Yeah, Joe. We'll believe you. Thousands wouldn't.
I know, but they're assholes. This is now I've just realised this is why I don't get views.
Yeah, you repeatedly slag off everyone who's ever liked your content.
Well, they shouldn't be dickheads to me then, should they? They shouldn't like me then, should they?
No, that's a definite. Nobody should like you.
Shield in the bottom is quite out of proportion with everything else.
I think it was a running start. I
don't believe it was intended as a final product. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely his early product that he wants us to help him, give him ideas to make it what he would like it to be.
For a start, that's a decent start.
But anyway, so are we going to play any
actually,
Nintendo game today?
Well, actually, there's one thing actually on your topic. Mr. Coaster's just mentioned something. It's reminded me of something which actually, for Arumba's and Shen's and a lot of other people's videos, it slightly annoys me now.
They've tried to improve audio quality, now it's just shit.
No. It's not the fact that they've attempted to improve
Well,
the audio quality, which in a lot of cases is a
it's
fail. It's the fact that they're recording, like, with OBS.
Yes.
That's why the audio quality
do
dropped in the
that.
first place. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like OBS, I'm using it right now. But for recording
good
to
for streaming.
upload to YouTube, you don't use it. Even the guy who makes it, I wish I could remember where this thing is, but I was talking to him before him, has said there is lots of stuff, including audio quality, the video quality in some cases where it captures stuff, is terrible for like local recording. It's the best thing that he could make at the time for streaming. It's a streaming app. The recording was a feature added in extra, not like intended to be used by people who are doing this professionally.
Nerk.
Yes.
Which was the emulator we were going to use. I forgot the name of it.
That's actually going to be relating to one of the things which I was going to bring up, and then didn't.
Could we just fucking...
Naturally.
It was the Z-SNES, I believe, that you was going. I guess I don't get my host topic. Typical.
You can have your host topic now, I'm just actually looking for the emulator.
Could you sound any more Victorian housewife than you did just there?
Typical.
Probably it's Nick.
I don't know, I could start reading the Dr. Watson's wife segments from I've forgotten the name of the actual main character, Sherlock Holmes.
I can't find it now. Where the fuck is it?
Anyway,
How does a Southern English man forget Sherlock Holmes existed?
I am not Southern.
Every time that it becomes an opportunity to do it, I will.
Do what?
Until you admit that you're from the South.
Well, there is one thing. If your people do leave the country, then I am even further north.
I don't know, we'll find out in a fortnight.
Hopefully not. I hope they stay, and I hope your countrymen have brains.
I will not comment on the brains or lack thereof of my countrymen.
Will you comment on what you said earlier regarding the type of people you believe have the vote in Scotland?
Do it. Totally worth it. Bye, Tristan.
What people? Like the people that are...
I believe it was mainly the Glaswegians that he was talking
Guys,
about.
Tristan's going. Say goodbye like a good bunch of people.
See you later, Tristan.
Goodbye, Tristan.
Thank you for turning up. I remember you saying that you was going to struggle to get to the stream, so it's great to see you here.
I agree with Nick. Very nice to see you. But then again, I'm the one actually fucking looking to see if they're talking.
I know, I'm reading the chat as well. I like saw how Chris had pointed out that OBS is actually currently beta, and there is the new version coming out. But that's part of the reason why it is beta. He says it's not perfect, and they're using a product which the guy who's made it said it's inadequate for that job. They're using that for it. It's like, yeah, we're going to buy a car to do like the Paris-Dakar. Do you think this one will make it, Mr. Showroom person? Not a chance in hell you'll make it 5 meters. I'll buy it! But for free.
You'll make it in a fireball. That's it.
That's, the audio glitches, sorry, the video glitches, which was mentioned before, come from the fact that OBS is trying to render straight away. Now, on a live stream, you're generally happy with this because, well, Twitch is going to F it up more than OBS does. Am I right?
Twitch is just Twitch.
Yes. But when you go onto YouTube, you expect a level of quality which is most likely gotten from getting the direct feed and getting the audio done separately, and just so much better. And who the hell has the squeaky chair?
Me, probably.
Yeah, I haven't got a squeaky chair. I'm actually in a chair that has no squeaks.
Yeah, I went out and bought a new chair to replace my chair because when I commented in one of my videos about improving audio quality, all I got was
You have to
5
get
comments
a new chair.
saying, "Get rid of the squeaky chair."
Got that fucking chair that doesn't squeak.
Yeah, and I was originally going to be getting this big like leather chair, and one of the options was like a big massage chair, and then someone pointed out, every time you sit down, every time you sit down, you're just going to hear like the whoosh noise of the cushions when you sit down. So instead, I've got
What
a
game we playing then?
professional officey chair. Joe's choice. While I do my topic bit, I guess.
Now I need to, yeah, you do. I'm gonna try and figure out where the ROMs are again because it's been way too long since I played this.
I might add that I don't have this emulator.
I'll give you a hit.
I'm
Give
not
him the link.
wondering about
Yeah.
I'll
But
just
comment
send you
over
it.
you idiots playing it.
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, my
I'll
actual
just send
topic
you the
was.
link.
Now let's see. What would you say my topic was? You guys have heard the story. How would you give that a title?
Which one? Which story we want to get? Because I can't remember. which
The
one you got.
Verona one.
Oh god, just go for it. Don't even just go.
Don't try and give it credit.
Don't
Okay,
try.
ladies and
Just
gentlemen,
go.
today I was working at the airport where I've currently been working, but I've been working this week sort of airside dealing with the planes. Now, I was working today as like a baggage handler type person. Now, we was dealing with this plane which was going to
Oh.
Verona. And on its way out, oh no, it's sending me.
That's Fanta.
Yeah. Now, as these passengers was coming out, there was one particular couple, and the wife, I believe it was a wife. I am making assumptions myself, which when I say what this topic is going to be called, it's probably a bad
Did
thing.
they have long hair?
Oh, the wife did.
Did he have tits?
Did he?
Did she? I said. He probably did, but he might have because they went to Verona. He's probably got a lot of money, so he could be fat anyway. But that's not the point. Does she have tits?
She did, yes.
Did she have a thin belly underneath it?
Yes.
It was like the tits poking out. That's a fucking woman, unless.
It was
Did
a
they
woman,
have a
yes.
dick?
I didn't particularly get that close to check.
Did you see a poke up from the skirt? Go on, sorry.
I'm not going to get through this story, am I?
Sorry, go.
No.
Basically, the wife dropped a book, and the guy who's usually like leading you out to the plane, as the clipboard and stuff. In this case, I know him as the ops person because that's what you call him inside in the company. Picked up a book and went to hand it to her. Now, before he had chance to do that, we was basically told that don't worry, none of them here are smart enough to read books like that. Then, as they carried on walking, you have to sort of walk round to get to the plane because you can't walk through the bit where we're going to be driving the tugs and stuff. Basically, you don't want to get run over before you go on your holiday. So we have lines on the ground, white lines for you to follow, with little people in them, and when you're crossing over a bit where we may be driving, there's black and white lines going across like a zebra. I know this is very complicated and technical, but it's airport talk. I'm sure you can get it.
Here in Scotland, we have what are called airport bridges. So you never need to go near the actual people.
I work at a very small, old and small airport.
Then again, I might add that if you
East
tried to
Midland?
walk outside to the plane, you would probably die of the frost.
Yes, there is that too. But anyway, and then as he's walking to the airplane, he barges into one of my colleagues and tells him to get out of his
Right.
way.
Was that the one we need to boot to asses?
What?
Yes,
Is that the one with the boots
yes,
like
yes,
this?
it is.
Now,
What a dick.
then he's finally coming round and he's walking past, and basically he goes to barge into me, but at the same time I hear him, saying the comment about them being too stupid to read this, and these people should just get out the way. So I reply with, "I'm sorry, sir, if you think us too plebeian to be in your presence. I hope you enjoy your romantic getaway." And he just sort of goes,
Dick.
"Thank you?" He sounded really confused and just said, "Thank you." And I'm like, at this point, I'm thinking, so you've said all this about they're not smart enough, and you, I don't think, comprehended what I just said to you. So, embiggened by this, I carried on. And I just used a South Park word, a Simpsons word.
Why do I get to the ROMs again? I've completely lost. Keep going, and I'll find
Yeah.
out.
And so, he seemed confused, but he's sort of like still looking at me as if he's expecting the conversation to continue. So I do. Let me guess, Verona was your idea? home of Romeo and Juliet. They're that age-old love story. And at this point, you see him sort of like peek up, smile, he's feeling sort of good about himself again. Well, he's off on holiday, he should do. But he replies with, yes, one of my favourite pieces of work by the Bard, true love and all that,
Right.
and now Verona will be part of our love story.
Gay. Sorry.
And
Way too
you know
much.
how he'd been treating my members of staff and everything like that? So my exact reply to this, which I sort of was told multiple times what my exact reply to this was, because I couldn't quite remember it, but my members, the people who worked with me did, and the reply was, well, anyone with half an education knows it's not a love story. It's a story of two hormone-driven kids who mistake infatuation and taboo for love, and they end up killing themselves. Anyway, I hope yours goes better. Have a nice flight. And he just walks off.
I can't remember how to get the fucking.
So basically, what I was going to say as the host topic after that story was people's prejudice. A very vague topic, but has any of you ever had to deal with something before where you've been working somewhere or you've been doing something and someone has just made that assumption about you before they've even spoken to any of you?
I live in Barnsley, so I'm allowed to make that assumption. Because 99% of the time it's fucking right.
See, that's also what he was thinking, though. So you've just grouped yourself with Mr. Twat.
Now, but you see, Barnsley is full of so many chavs, you wouldn't actually be able to understand most of them. So I'm allowed to make that assumption because I'm from the south, because I'm a knobhead, and so forth. But I wouldn't go so far as calling people plebeians. That is too high for them.
Plebeians.
Well, plebeians, whatever. That's still too high of a rank for them.
A piece of shit's probably higher than half the people in Barnsley.
And this is the type of person I was on about, who have the assumption. Right, if you was to meet someone, though,
No,
you
if I-
think this,
if I,
you think this
no,
about the
dude.
general population in Barnsley, but if you was
Dude,
to
I
be
was
put into
doing
a
that
room
to
with
help
one
you.
of them, would you
was
instantly
doing that to
assume that,
help
or would you
you.
talk to them? Or would you
was doing
wait
it
until
to
you've
help
spoken
you.
to
Always
them?
talk to someone before you assume anything.
I was doing it to help you and people understand the type of asshole we're on about. I'm really not that much of a cunt. Trust me. I could be, but I'm not. I was helping you signify how much of a cunt this guy was.
By you being one too.
Like, if I was explaining it to people, it'd make it more sense.
Yes.
Basically, people can hate him more because he is a complete cunt.
Yes, he was.
Especially
And he
calling
didn't look
a
very
member
happy
of
when I told
staff.
him. Pardon?
You don't call a member of staff a plebeian, though. Or a
Put it
plebeian.
this way, you
He
don't
didn't.
call the guy who's in charge of getting your luggage on the plane a pleb.
I
You call him
called us a
pleb.
pleb. I said that he thinks we're too plebeian.
I know, but but he was still insinuating such a fact.
He insinuated
You do
that,
not
yes.
insult the people who are repairing, fixing, refueling, putting your baggage onto the plane.
Because they may end up broke or not there.
You know, maybe one of them decides, no, I don't want to put the fuel in the plane, or I'll put half a tank in.
There is
see
one thing
how-
I would like to say to people about the people
See
who
how
put the bags
really-
in your plane. When you get one of these really flimsy bags here that's just made out of fabric and they go, oh, it's our lightest suitcase ever, and you're thinking you're being clever because that means you can take more stuff
not.
because you're using the weight, you're not. When something won't fit in the hold quite properly, which remembering there's a lot of things to go in these holds, and I've been in them, they are usually not even tall enough for you to stand up in.
I bet you
We
know.
use what we call tender loving care to put that thing in the hold. That means lying on your back and kicking it.
I love the honesty right there.
That's tender loving care. It fits. We generally don't damage the bags in any way, but you honestly want something which is reasonably sturdy. Because even if we don't do that, I've been looked in the hole before, and say there was the whole hold and there's only 5 or 6 bags in it. That meant for the entire flight, they was bashing around 20 feet onto the other side of a wall. The lengthways of it, and
Said
smashing.
you couldn't even stand up in it. In 20 feet, I'm pretty sure I could stand in it.
Joe? Short, not tall, but long,
Oh.
like a plane.
Yeah, sorry.
Like a
I was
plane.
listening, alright? Planes are longer than 20 feet, aren't they?
Yeah, but holds are usually split up and you have nets in them.
Are they?
So despite the fact they try to
Yeah.
contain them, they'll still be flying around everywhere.
See, I've never been in one. I want to go in one, and I want to stay in one for the entire trip, just because I feel like it would
No,
probably
you don't.
be a good way to die.
They're cold and wet. Although, when you stop, and when you're in there when you're doing the bags, your body heat is enough to turn it into a sodding sauna. But once you're up in the air, it won't be. Also, never wrap your bags in cellophane, you freaking idiots. Sorry, this one's just wound me up anyway today while I'm at the airport topic. Would you wrap your bags in cellophane before you went on a flight?
No, because I'm not fucking stupid.
Why would people do this? Does people in the
I don't
chat
know.
understand
Hey,
this?
Dude, I completely forgot how to use this emulator. Again. I mean,
Well,
we
looks like
kind
the
of knew I
emulators-
would.
Pardon?
The emulator's out now too.
So, CK2 for a bit then? See you guys first?
I should point out the other thing about the emulator. Joe particularly picked this one because it has net play, and he believed that it could play 4 people.
It can, can't it?
No.
Oh.
It
Well,
can.
nobody
You
cares
can play
about
4-player on it. You can play 5-player on it, but only from 2 PCs.
Ah, fuck it then. We'll just play Skyrim or whatever we're doing.
That would be hard.
Also, Ivano, I really am not a cunt. I'm a really nice guy. I just like acting like a cunt because it's more fun.
But by the
If
way,
you can
if
attend
you
my
wrap your bag in
podcast.
cellophane, and I'm working on security at the airport at that point, I am going to make you open your sodding bag. Because if you're wrapping it in cellophane, the only thing that the airport staff couldn't think of why you would do something like that is to hide smells.
Yeah.
Of certain things which certain police animals...
Hide the explosives.
Sorry.
I thought it was Clancy making that noise.
No, it's me.
No.
I'm like, what
no,
did
that
you
might
doing?
be
He's
someone
talking and
else
making that noise at the same time.
I can. No, I can't. Fuck. I tried.
I work at HYU. That's enough. You can find out what it is from that. But yeah, what was we on about?
I can't remember, to be honest.
You work at Hyundai.
No,
You work in China.
no,
You work in Japan?
no. I know I've complained about the
Are you
commute,
a
but
North
that's a bit
Korean
far.
border guard?
Pardon?
Are you a North Korean border guard?
Where does North Korean border guard? Link me this so I can put it up there. How did you get to
Did I just
that?
say yes?
How did you get to that? No, I'm not.
Like,
Nick,
He's
come
sitting-
on.
I truly don't think that. No, what's the current guy? Crazy guy of Kim Jong Un's son. I don't think he really wants me in the country.
It's Kingdom Ill. It wasn't exactly hard.
Is that the new one?
Yes, you just put fucking ill instead of un at the end of the name. It was fucking hard.
Sorry, I don't quite know Korean numbers.
Well, I like dictators because I like to laugh at them. Because they realise how fucking stupid they are.
Mr. Coaster, you are a lot
pretty sure-
smarter than my 2 co-hosts.
I know where you work.
I'm pretty sure he cuts his own hair as well.
Nick, I knew where you worked. Why would I need to say anything about it?
Okay, Mr. Coaster's smarter than Clancy.
You told me where you were. I didn't even need to think about it.
Yep.
I'm not even trying at this point.
And the only place Humberside flies to on a regular basis is Amsterdam. Oh, and Edinburgh.
That's interesting. That explains a lot about you.
Amsterdam and Edinburgh are the only places you can fly on a regular basis from Humberside Airport at the moment. There's like holiday flights, but they're not like all year round. And really, you only fly to Edinburgh from Humberside if you're a rigger.
And you're not flying. You would be flying to Edinburgh if you're a rigger. I can assure you that.
So we've
Oh,
been
it's
doing
Aberdeen.
this-
Sorry, Aberdeen.
So we've been doing this release.
It's all the same crap.
Are we gonna play any games, or are we just gonna talk about random crap that really doesn't matter?
Both probably.
So,
Sweet.
what couldn't you get working on that emulator? Because you can play 2-player.
Well,
It's
yeah, it's fine. We'll just play something else.
what are we playing?
I did install
I
CK,
Oh, sorry, you did install.
CK2 for this. Like, it has been installing while we've been talking shit for the last 40 minutes.
I mean, that could work. I mean,
I was
be quite
really
annoying,
thinking
but-
that particular games that we played on this was going to be ones where we could get through a whole thing in this session.
CK2, we could.
No,
Well, it
we
depends
can't,
how bad
because it'll
Clancy
it'll
is.
take me an hour and a half just to learn basic mechanics. So.
I'm very good at assassinating people. We can.
We would get
Do
through this.
either of you have Age of Empires 3 or Age of Mythology?
Complete. I have Age of Empires 3
I
complete,
can
yeah.
get the complete edition, which was supposed
whoa,
to be from the
Starbound.
giveaway pile.
Starbound.
I can buy that and
Yes,
download it.
I haven't got
If
that
we all play
installed.
Starbound together, that way it's like a stream series that we can play. So we can just keep playing on that world whenever we stream. And it also saves us doing a Let's Play of it because effort. Effort.
Okay, I best go to Steam then.
It's like fucking 65 meg or something.
It's what?
It's
65 meg.
938.
You said gig
not even
first.
a
I was
gig.
like, what the hell?
Yeah, I accidentally said. Ivano, get out. No, just leave your sword by the door and leave.
I would.
You're not playing Flappy Bird.
I would go to the Steam store and buy it right now, but I'm just going to paste in the Twitch chat what it said when I went there.
Heavy load.
So that's how popular our podcast is. We've managed to crash Steam.
Cool.
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah.
Achievement unlocked. Has a big head. Where you go? One of those two. Both.
Yeah.
Gotta fit that ego somewhere. No, even I thought I'd be good enough to get into it.
Just reload it. I've tried a few times Large Ray Quit, but I think the more we all reload it, not that, to be honest, even the entire stream constantly reloading it should ever be enough to bring down the Steam page. I'm
Good
curious.
for Terraria.
Have they, I don't have it, do I?
You could do.
If I could buy it from Steam.
Oh, you would have it in your Humble Bundle crap.
Oh, right, yeah. You mean the stuff which is officially to give away?
You just... They don't know that yet. Stop blurting it fucking out.
They do now.
Dominic, what have we told you about blurting shit out before you need to?
Well, I've got to actually start the giveaway thing, which I might be doing the actual reveal in this podcast, but it's not started yet. Because it's a Patreon reward level.
Which you'll never reach.
I will!
What?
I'm a third of the way there. Thank you, Mr. Coaster.
Yeah, just all Mr. Coast right there. He is a badass though, what do you expect?
Yep. Go to features. No. Recommended. No. Is Steam down? Is SteamDown.com.
Seem to have lost my... How does that happen?
What?
Because you're an idiot.
What you lost?
No matter.
Steam is actually apparently properly down.
Twitch is just being Twitch.
What?
Twitch is just being Twitch. Oh. Wow, Steam's like completely down.
Yeah. The chat's still up though, isn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah, like, I can still download things and stuff. I think the Steam store.
Right. So just the front page really, the actual website bit of it. And yes, Joe, really.
Why message me, you prick?
Because you was a window that was open.
Why are you in FTL anyway?
Because that's how I'm recording the audio in a better way than OBS. I like the way DxToria does the audio because it separates out me, game, and Skype.
Fair enough.
And I can't find a program that lets me record 3 different streams that are synced in the way that them 3 are.
Fair enough.
So all I said about Arumba using
still need
programs
some
that were
English
designed for
lessons.
something. Pardon?
You still need some English lessons, but I mean, you'll be fine.
What English lessons? What did I break there?
So you can actually speak properly.
What did I say wrong then?
Speaking to Englishman.
You
Flacken the ankles? Parlez-vous anglais? Je n'ai pas
You
désolé.
can speak it. Which language is this?
Je n'ai pas désolé.
Ah, you're speaking in French.
Oui.
I know what that means.
He needs a wee.
Did you go for a piss?
Ich spreche das nicht gut Deutsch.
I spreek niet goed Deutsch. Ik spreek een beetje Nederlands, though. Niet so good.
Based on what I just fucking said, did you not say enough that I don't speak very good other languages?
You don't speak German, is what I heard.
I don't speak very good German.
Yes. So I said
sometimes-
I
I can
speak a
sometimes
little,
understand it.
not very well Dutch.
Is that Dutch?
Actually,
I can sometimes understand oh, you and Joe just turned green.
what?
Yeah, I know. I was about to come out. Why the fuck are we green?
Technical issues. Do 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 do.
I cannot quite comprehend. Switch to another screen. That works. Talk.
You have broken the stream.
I've broken me, but do you have anything that another thing that I don't like about OBS? I know I've bagged it a little bit here. I would say how much I do like it. You can't work on what you're going to be doing and then like push it live. You just have to use it as is. So I can't, for instance, go to this one where it's
I'm not
semi-working,
installing Civilization 5 again. Takes too long.
Fuck that.
and I can't like pop over here to fix it. Although it may have fixed itself.
Oh, you're not green
Fine, it's
anymore.
boring.
Hello,
Yeah.
Nick's.
Cool, it's fixed itself.
Crap desktop.
What? Desktop's
Your
not on there, is
crappy
it?
desktop. No, it appeared and went away.
Oh, what's wrong with my desktop?
It's
Everything?
shit.
I like my vector art.
We don't.
That can be infinitely scaled without losing any quality.
Good for you.
Scratch it to 4K.
It would do it fine.
Do it.
Do
Go
it.
on.
I haven't got a display to
time.
display it 4K.
Well then.
Do you understand a vector graph,
Yes.
Clancy?
Probably not, but I don't really care either.
Instead of being drawn by pixels, you know, saying that this pixel is this colour, this pixel is that colour, every one of them shapes has had its shape plotted and its colour plotted. The lines are what is saved and the colour fill. So it
And
will
using
scale
very
perfectly.
complicated maths, you can scale it quite well.
No, scale it perfectly. The only problem is whether the display, you know, the pixel limitations on the screen.
Do we stop
Cities in
with
Motion 2 is... Whoa, guys. Cities in Motion 2 has multiplayer?
Does it?
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I see.
Really?
That's what I expected from everyone, but I didn't know that. Apparently it does, according to Mr. Coaster.
Oh, cool. It's not a game I have, though.
Own Cities in Motion.
I do.
Although, I am actually really excited for Cities Skylines.
Yeah, that one does.
SimCity,
By
but
the way,
good.
the store's back open.
Yeah, but SimCities, but good.
Yeah, it does have multiplayer. It actually does have multiplayer. Wow, that's...
Yeah, hopefully
that
it
actually
takes me
sounds-
less than 6 hours to break it.
I think Cities in Motion 2 is probably the best because we could compete and rip each other off to no end.
Could just do OpenTTD for that.
Okay, that's even better because I have that and I love that game.
I tried.
Played Skyrim for the longest of time. What happened to that?
So I've opened OpenTTD, hurry up and get it and we'll play it.
For the love of God.
We have fun, yeah?
Is Clancy happy with this?
I don't even know what OpenTTD is.
It's basically Cities in Motion, but better, really.
Right, you know Sid Meier's
Oh.
made Roller Coaster Tycoon and Civilization and all that.
Oh, Transport Tycoon.
Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe.
I will attempt to download it.
And you know what's really good about it now? You don't need the original game anymore. I know it's been like that for a while, but
Mr. L Rage Quit wants to play extra large, wants to play with us.
that's fine with
Ah,
Multiplayer.
me. Yeah.
This is going to be a bitch. I can't remember how to host these. Okay, we know. I'll wait for Nick. been way too long since I played
64-bit
this.
install version.
Of course.
Yep, I was just double checking.
Why would we play it on anything else?
Because you
Mr.
two have
Post-
crap PCs?
I don't have a crap PC.
Nick, I have a better PC than you.
No, you don't. I'm not bigging up my PC, but I'm pretty sure mine beats yours. Well, I really killed the conversation by saying that. I was expecting tech arguments.
I know you can't see me, but I'm just going to hold the middle finger up to the screen for the next 5 minutes.
I'm gonna hold my dick. I'm not gonna hold that up to the screen. Doesn't matter. Nothing to say. I'm Batman.
Oh my god, the noise.
So, wait a minute. If you're saying yours is better, spec please.
How do I turn the music down?
On what? Oh, open, yeah.
TCD.
You've just
Ivano
reminded me.
completely ripped all of us.
I mean, Ivano wins this probably.
My 10-year-old laptop's kind of broken somewhere.
I don't get music on OpenTDD. Brilliant.
Don't you?
It's not making a noise right now.
It won't for a minute. Wait till it starts up properly. It takes like a minute or two, then it'll fucking deafen you. Mine's on 10% and it's
that
still
me or
kind
you?
of deafening.
What?
Open
Oh, it won't because I've had it installed before and Windows knows to mute it.
1 minute.
Okay, now I turned all the music off.
I need to go re-download, okay?
Okay, we've just phased it.
Mr. Coaster, yes, you can.
Yeah, not South Korean. We are German. We are whatever this accent is.
South
I haven't
African?
decided yet.
South
No.
Africa.
We are not South African. We are racist in some translation of sorts.
So, South African.
I will kill you.
I kill
Wait,
you.
Haven't you got a township to go home to?
Wait, what?
Right. Have you never not been into a pub but was run by a South African? Like, you get your time, gentlemen, please, with your Irish people, and then basically you just carry on drinking. And then when you have a South African landlord take over, he'd kick you out, and instead of saying any homes to go to, he'd say townships. It might be just one guy, which I'm now considering is the entirety of a fair population.
I shut everyone up.
Lovely.
Don't know how to join the game at the moment because I'm still hosting it. And everyone can see what I'm doing, so...
Well, it looks like you're doing fuck all to me.
You're sitting in the main menu, me.
Enter the address of the
Nice.
host. No.
We are not doing the racism thing.
Why?
No.
That's like
No.
my gimmick. That's like my gimmick.
No. No.
Right, well, let's see if I can work this out.
Having bricks thrown through my window.
I'm moving out, so I don't care if my windows get broke at the moment.
6 out of 10 for that part. 0 out of 10 for that.
There you go.
I've took the game off the screen for a second because I believe it may show my IP address.
Yes, and we'll
is
send
so
you back to
bad.
the storage.
That is so bad, oh no. Sorry, racism going.
Now you're doing Mario.
Mario, yeah.
I'm Luigi.
Luigi, let's go save the queen, princess, whichever she is. I can't keep track anymore.
Generate the world.
You actually do quite a good Luigi.
1 minute she has a castle, next minute she doesn't. It's fucking crazy. Wow, I do actually, don't I? Give me a minute, I need to ring Nintendo. I'm gonna sue the bitches.
So they're gonna sue you.
I am suing them. Because they copied my voice, even though I wasn't born when it was made. I am still fucking suing them. I don't have their number. Does anybody have Nintendo's number?
What, the direct line to Mr. Nintendo?
Yeah, I wanna take the piss out of him.
0800
Next idea is
2020 to
120
save you.
What?
No, it's not.
0800 2020, the saviors of gaming.
No.
No, it's 0800 28 29 30. Anyone remember what that number was?
How about you try 0800 1066?
0800 1066.
You mean Hastings Direct? I went to generate the world to make a multiplayer game, and it's just sort of like loaded me into one.
Oh no! She didn't have a castle.
Save.
No. Luigi, you dumb fuck. What you doing? Shit, nearly dropped my can there.
And there's now Relentless all over the computer.
I said nearly.
That didn't help.
Oh no, Luigi,
Yes.
what you doing?
DDoS, yes, do DDoS next IP.
No.
Because of course
We
my
need
IP
to
is
swat
going to
him.
have 2 zeros in it.
Fancy. We need to swat him. We need to call the SWAT and get him out of his house.
What is Britain's equivalent of the SWAT?
That is it. SWAT is the. No, it's Armored Response Unit. That's it.
We're just armed with police.
Nick, you got it going, yeah? You doing it
Aye.
tonight?
Joseph Stalin has appeared.
Ah, Joseph Stalin.
No, Joseph
Oh, go
Stalin
down.
Jr. has appeared.
That's actually. Wait a minute. I recognise that person. Why do I recognise that person?
Because he's been
he's
in here
here all the
before when
damn
you
time.
have.
Why does he have 7,409 and 4,009 followers?
What?
No way that is him.
Are you looking at the actual Joseph Stalin, not Joseph Stalin Jr.?
No. It takes me to some like a channel called Undefined, which has 7,409 followers.
Joseph Stalin Jr. has 1 follower. Whatever you're looking at ain't what it's supposed to be.
I didn't think it was. By the way, Nick, have you got it going? Yeah.
The server name should be SBGP. Same password, lowercase for password.
Was it?
Just random new
Wait,
game.
what? Is this to add it?
I've gone
should
to
we
add,
press?
but it just takes me straight
Wait,
into a
that's-
game.
That's you hosting. That's not hosting. It's start server you want to do.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it will take you to the game. We have to join while you're
Oh,
in game. Just
oh,
put
that's
it on
fine.
pause.
I'll leave it paused and wait for you then, guys.
Yeah, put your stuff in. Put your stuff in Skype so we can copy and put it in, so it saves us all time. And that way.
No, I only had the name. That's it. That's
name?
It's the Shield Brothers initials, and that's a password as well.
Apparently that's not a game, mate.
I'm in it.
No, we need your server address, you dipshit.
There isn't one. It didn't tell me that. I just put that in as the server address.
Your IP, you dipshit.
I'm not giving that on the public.
But
Oh,
you
put
have
it to us in Skype then!
If
No,
we
because
want
they're
to join,
joining.
we have
It asked me
to.
for a server name, not an address.
Yes, but we need your address to link to you dweeb.
No, find sodding servers. It should show up in there.
No, it doesn't.
It should. I created
Right,
a public
it should.
server with a password.
Well, we ain't finding it, mate.
How we come out again?
Do you want me to host?
Yes.
Because I don't give a shit.
Yes, because you seem to fucking know what you're doing.
Nicholas is a fuckwit.
Is that what you're calling it?
Yes, I am. Maximum
Any spaces?
companies? 15. Yeah, of course. We've got number of clients. We'll have 20. We'll have 30. Our maximum number is 29. No, it's not. It's fucking 30, bitch. Set password. My usual password. Nick will know what that is.
Yeah, but you're having people from a chat join as well.
I know, but I need you three to in first.
Are you telling me you really didn't just see it in the list?
Yeah, I'm being deadly serious. I didn't see it in the list.
Because the list probably just took a while to populate because I've just seen it in the list.
No. Yours. Yeah, because it's your game, you twit.
I've closed out and gone back in.
Yeah, but it's... Trust me, I know what
It's
I'm doing.
name, not IP address.
I will kick you in the balls. Whenever I see you, I will kick you in them.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I have to put up with these jackasses.
Dude, you love me. Probably. I don't know. I really haven't listened. Fuck, I've completely forgot. There's the pause. Right, I've set it up then. Go on. Try and join by my name then if that's what you think it is, Nick.
Not your name, it says the filter stream.
Game name.
Name, what did you put?
Nicholas is a fuckwit with a capital N. Why?
Nice
Told
to
you I
make
was
it an
gonna-
easy thing to find, you idiot. That's why I just did a slight initials.
Well, you were pissing me off at the time, so it was the only thing I could think of. Have you noticed whenever we try to do something, it always goes wrong somehow?
Joe.
Fuck off. Not always me, you know. Nicholas.
Majoritively.
How is it?
Just is.
Just fuck you then.
This would be a lot easier if people just named their servers, not hashed zero.
Wait a minute, how do
fucking-
you get so many things and I got none when I rehost?
Because I clicked find server.
Yeah, I did. I think I know why.
Why?
I hate getting new internet.
Mr.
do you
Coaster, I
think
would
it would
love
be?
to know, but he's put a really complicated, long and stupid name.
No, I think I've realised the problem.
What?
I got new internet, didn't I?
Yeah?
What do you think the problem would be with that?
You shouldn't have to bother with port forwarding on this.
I think we do though, so give me a minute, I'm gonna restart the game. I'm gonna at least try and find a server first.
Right, guys. You can see that's what I put the game name as. The password is the same thing in lowercase.
We can't see it until the stream's caught up, mate, so we need to wait a minute.
I'm talking to the stream as well.
Oh, fair enough.
So
Sorry.
great, other people can try and find it and we've got more eyes looking at things. I'm going to just
Alright,
click new game, generate
Is it
and
all in
take whatever the
capitals?
basic is. The name is, yeah.
I don't won't let me click find server anymore, so that's an interesting one.
Mine just doesn't show anybody.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, dude, I actually think I need to forward my ports and I could not be asked for that. It's gonna annoy me to fucking
Who's doing
Yeah.
the really shit humming?
Me.
What'd you think?
Along to the music.
I haven't got the music on.
Because you're crap.
The hell with you!
Well, while you guys are taking so long, I'll have a go at making the I9 thing actually show who's talking. You kidding me? You can't copy from one thing to another? Mr. Coaster, I'm putting in what the server name is, right? Like, after what you said. Make me do it again, damn you.
It seems I need to forward my ports and I'm too lazy to do such a thing.
You know, going back to one of them topics I said I was going to bring up, which I didn't. I was saying that, before we did this, that we do a quick test run and everything, and you're like, no, it'll just work, mate.
I've never said
Whereas-
that and I don't sound like
Because
that.
this is the first time we've ever played OpenTTD, or at least the
Yes,
first
but
time
he also
I
said
have.
that about the emulator, which it took me 2 minutes
emulator
after he
should have
decided not to realise that we couldn't really do it. Because it won't do 4-player on 4 PCs.
I was sure it was 4-player, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
The
point
other
is-
emulator does, but apparently the netcode of that is so bad it doesn't realise if you're playing different games.
Wow, that's bad. That is actually really bad.
They are working on a 3+ for the netcode, which was previously thought impossible, apparently. But not here yet. And there's a thing on the forum saying, stop asking about it. So I don't think it'll be here anytime soon. Okay, the chat can't find it either.
Yeah, just put it in a filter and it just does not come up.
See, I thought it'd bring me to like another lobby that then you guys would join, not just me sat in a game.
You are actually meant to be in the game and people join from there. That is right, it's just...
Client list. spectate. A load of stars has joined.
Who? Who? A load of stars.
Yep. Hey, I have joined. Apparently, that's my name. A load of stars. Free stars.
How many stars?
3. Out of 3. Okay, I've come out of it. Let's see if there's any settings anywhere. Game options, multiplayer settings? No. Check online content. It's not going to be online content. Joe, do you have to host the server separately? Is that it?
No. We used to play this with me, just randomly set up a server and play it. I'm pretty sure it's just down to port forwarding, to be honest, mate. That's the only thing I could think it would be.
Okay, I just started one called Shield. It's just the initials SBGP and the password's lowercase SBGP. Try and find.
Let's see if we can find it. Multiplayer.
Make sure to turn advertising on to yes, because I did advertise it.
I was gonna say that's what should put it into the filter list.
Oh, did you open that? Yes. Nick, for advertised.
Yes, I did.
Making sure, because I'm now actually getting every single server. I'm seeing is it just SBGP?
Yep.
Where, oh,
Uppercase
player name.
wasn't-
Yeah. Did you change your player name, Shaman, by any chance?
I don't think I did, but I might need to.
Then that might be why we're not working. I'm hosting it again, same thing and everything.
Alright.
How the fuck do I get out of the game?
It's the little cog or something in the top right corner.
Pilot be piloting. Pilot be piloting badly.
Beta be beta. Okay. Clancy, once it updates, it's here. No, it's not. It's in the little floppy disk.
Yeah, I've got out. Never mind.
Still can't find it. Oh. It's not good. Do you know what I used to find the most fun in Transport Tycoon?
What?
Killing the AIs.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
And then, like, towards the late game, because I had so much money, just buying them all out and seeing if I could fix their lines, make them any
Okay,
way.
I tried it again, and this time I actually have a name.
I have a name. Did you find mine?
No, because I just went started when you.
I just said I hosted it.
Yeah, I can't find it, dude. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna restart my game as well, just to give to that added effect of trying.
Okay, maybe this webpage will help. Up to 255 players can participate in a multiplayer game. You can only open 15 companies though. Each player can either have his own company, join another company, cooperative play, or spectate. How do I start a multiplayer game? You can either do this through the multiplayer window by using the following command line syntax.
That's not a good sound.
There is a specific port that it uses, so it... And it looks like you do need to use...
Well, I was right.
No, that's doing it like a command line way. This is not telling you how to do it with their multiplayer... Yeah, the actual setup for it. It's telling you how to do it from the command line. About some Battlefield 3? I would, but I don't have it.
I don't own Battlefield 3.
I don't actually own any
I do.
I lie. I own Battlefield 1942 somewhere on disc. The only one that was any good. Different wiki page. Connecting to a server. No, we want to start a server.
You know, by the time we actually get this up and running, it'll probably time to end the podcast.
No, we still have an hour and a half.
We still
It'll
have
take
as
us
long
an
as we
hour and a
actually
half.
want.
It would
Wait,
take
you
an
do it for
hour
the-
and a half for us to figure it out. We are not known for our great intelligence.
It was free with all the DLC. Really? When was that?
Yes, it was free with all the DLC if you bought SimCity at launch.
Oh. So like how I got Battlefield, No, I got Mass Effect 3 for free instead.
Yeah, you could have picked.
Oh. That's what I got instead, I got Mass Effect 3. So now I own all the Mass Effects. Without having to pay for the shit one.
Which was free, wasn't it?
I think the third one, excluding the ending, was better than the second one.
Nick,
I
you
did
put
put advertise on,
yet?
yes, Mr. Coaster. Oh no, apparently it wasn't Ben, Mr. Clancy.
I'll
Quick
quickly
just said
start
no.
one
I
by
can
saying
Clancy
what you
makes me some sort of stereotypical Marine.
Right, I'll start it with the password as what you think it would be. Lowercase SBGP.
How about lowercase? I'll stick my butt up your arse.
No, thank
Well,
you,
I
please.
would, but I don't think Nick would let me. By the way, how big a map do we want? 24.8 to
Okay, it's not
20.8?
started yet.
Just leave it as the default.
I have 20.8.
Let me know when
It
you're
gives-
in the game itself.
I am. I'm generating the world now.
No, not when
I'll
you
tell you when
generated. You're generating when you're generated, fully ready.
It's done. You can join. It's paused manually.
It's not there.
Is it still SBGP?
It's SBGP.
SBGP?
Yeah,
Capitals?
it's advertised. Yeah, it's advertised, so it should join.
It's not there.
It's not in the server, fucking.
In a minute.
Oh.
I'm gonna retry this. I'm gonna look at some more options. I'm gonna look through the game properly instead of just.
We
like I
could
would.
give Clancy Interplanetary, and we know that works quite well.
Yeah, but Interplanetary is shit.
It was crap because there was
It's
just
shit.
two of
That's
us.
fun.
It's
shit with two-
Is it shit because it's shit, or is it shit because you're shit at it?
He
It's
lost
shit
all
because
the
it's
games
shit.
that we played.
I understood the game. It wasn't that. It just isn't actually fun.
The whole point of that type of game is that you're fighting and you're shooting each other. When there's just two of you, it's sort of obvious who you're going to shoot at.
I know, but it's just not fun though. I didn't actually enjoy it. Oh wait, no, I found my problem. I'm gonna restart it because I know what I did wrong.
I found one called GBHC.
Done it. I'm about to generate. I'll tell you when it's generated.
Right.
I knew I'd missed something. Doesn't matter. Just give me a. Oops. That's the wrong world type. Did not mean for that to happen.
Are we in Thailand?
Yes, we were. I'm re-hosting because I am not being in Toyland. I'm being in the normal one because I know all the resources and where they need to go on that one.
You don't
So I
know
have
Thailand?
an advantage. No, I haven't played Toyland.
I played all the scenarios to the end at one point. Yeah, in the original
great,
one.
I posted. It's SBGP.
Yep.
It should be up there now.
No,
9.
it's nicked there.
I set it to yes as well. It's disgusting.
Mr. Starling, I don't believe this is difficult to set up. I believe we're making this difficult to set up.
Yeah, we're
I
just
am
idiots.
not even going to disagree with that. It is us. Give me a minute. I'm gonna ask my friend. I'm gonna ask one of my mates something. person I used to play
How to
with.
game a brain cell?
Yeah.
Game a brain cell. Yes, that's a word.
They would sell you.
See, I speak Doomish too.
I speak good English, sir.
I'm sorry, are you questioning the level of my comprehension in English?
Yes,
Yes.
I am.
Damn you.
More than one person is, Nick.
But I am extremely articulate and my vocabulary is very large.
No.
Even though vocabulary is not a word.
Vocabulary.
There you go.
That's what I said.
It's not what you said.
Quiet you. You've got a bad connection. You didn't hear me.
No, he is right.
And you're just so untrustworthy, so I'm not going with that either.
I like how you're accusing him of being untrustworthy. It's like the Battlestar Galactica thing never happened.
I know he's untrustworthy. He put me in prison.
You deserved it.
I didn't. I wasn't the
Some reason.
Cylon.
Oh,
Ladies and
fine.
gentlemen, you should have seen this on my channel. However, audio quality was terrible. So it got deleted.
Nick's fault. Completely.
Essentially, I was evil and we put Nick in jail for the entire game.
I was the best president in the world that got blown
Bullshit.
up. And on the ships. And yet they still put me in prison.
Totally
Never-
were.
And the time he was in
I was
prison,
the only
not
ever
one.
honest politician.
And the whole
Politician
time he
honest,
was in
pick
prison.
one.
I effectively ran an entire civilization from a prison cell.
You can
Oh, it's
either be a
completely-
politician or a honest man.
Let's completely ignore the fact that while you were in prison, there were not one, but two Lord President Admirals.
I was the first. Obviously,
Yeah, I
the
took
first
it off
is
you.
the best. First is always the best, of course. But
How did I manage to take it off you?
fucking remember. Oh wait, did I go to prison?
No, because you'd only lost
Wait,
Admiral for that.
I can't remember.
Either way, you made the most evil guy in the ship your ruler, so...
I doubt it was by choice, but
What? Who didn't trust the German?
everyone.
I didn't use my special ability to check to see if the German was a Cylon. Yeah, I did. That's actually because I believed he was a human, and I thought doing it that way when I came out and said, oh wait, yeah, he's a human, he would actually then believe that I was human, which he did. Because I told the
You
truth.
undermining me?
Undermining you by getting the truth out there.
It would have been easier for you all if you had just let me kill you.
You lost, live with it. So you can make all the threats you like, you're never going to come down and get me.
I will walk the 500 miles.
But you will not walk the 500 more. And the chat now, if they're not from UK, are probably wondering what the hell we're on about. If they are, they instantly recognise it. It was done better when I did it off the stream, though.
I will be the man who will walk 1,000 miles just to stick my butt on you.
To be the man to kick down your door, at least fit it to the sodding song, you imbecile.
No.
And see, Joe, I'm not saying ingrate because I'm not saying he's ungrateful. Is he still here?
Hurry up and sort the fucking game out.
You was just sorting it out. You said you was off the way to get information to sort it.
I never said I was on the way to get information. I said I was looking at. I said I'm looking at the game. Just fucking go look, Nick. You're better looking up for stuff than we are. Was we're
Or-
lazy.
There is another option.
Play Starbound.
God, load. Load! Damn it, just go on the sodding screen, damn it. Yeah, I was hoping it was just going to flash up on the podcast screen right there and then, but it's gone on the other monitor.
Starbound.
Warning, early beta.
flashed up, then it went.
Yep. Do I just launch Starbound?
Oh, so we're doing Starbound now.
Do I need to launch
Yeah.
a Starbound server?
I'll do it.
Good.
My limited time with this game, I should be able to remember how to do this.
Launch Starbound or launch Starbound OpenGL?
Whichever you feel safer with. Honestly, I can't remember. I'm gonna open the OpenGL one because I feel lucky.
I don't think you feel lucky, punk.
Bitch, I feel lucky.
No, not monitor capture, you stupid OBS. It's actually what I clicked, but I'm still going to blame you for it being wrong.
You're just a Jew, not.
I am not a Jew, and how do you consider that an insult?
Because you're.
Are you just trying to be offensive to every sort of group there is out there now?
That has been my goal since I started YouTube, good sir.
I kid you not, one day you'll find yourself the bagger of the side of the head, dragged off and shot by the Mossad.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with Mossad.
You ever said they were bad people? Who did?
Oh, the Mossad. The Mossad are the people that the bad people are afraid of.
Is it because they're Jews with money? Jews with a lot of money.
No.
No, Mossad are not going to attack the Jews, generally.
I know, but I said, are they Jews with a lot of money?
Whom? The bad
Mossad.
people.
Starbound is loading. Loading. Why did it on God a fucking?
Why does every game have fucking really high levels of music?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Because they default to 100% like most things.
Multiplayer. Who the fuck is Hellsplit? You know what? I'm gonna go with that character because I don't trust it.
Oh, you guys are going to have all like uber level characters, aren't you?
No.
Good.
I should probably tell you the server ID before I... Actually, I'm just gonna make sure it fucking works first. And Starbound has crashed. Starbound's useless sometimes.
I did the non-OpenGL one, and apparently that worked.
That will probably be a good thing to do first, Joe. Well done. Completely forgot that was a fucking option.
Monkey
You're
map.
making a gay-ass looking character. I mean, a good looking character.
No.
No, I'm not.
I made a dude called Hellsplitter, apparently. Don't know when I made him, but I'm sticking.
It could be bright pink. Must be pink.
Mine's all black because I don't know why. I don't know when I made him, to be honest. I don't remember making him. Let's just wait for this server shit to go on. Failed to connect. Okay. Okay, Starbound. If you're gonna be like that. Failed to place loads of dungeons. Well, you are useless, aren't you?
Just a lovely sound of me eating Empire biscuits for the viewers.
Of course, there's nothing better than the sound of you eating
Oh my
Empire biscuits.
fucking god! You need a port forwarded for. Why do games want you to have forwarded ports?
I don't know, because they like to make things needlessly difficult.
You don't. If it's saying about it, it's not necessarily that you need to. It's whether your internet provider blocks
says,
it.
To host a game, launch the server and application and make sure port 21025 TCP is forwarded to your local IP.
Which just means, is it blocked or not? Do you know? Like, Google, is this port open? And put in the number. What port is it?
210025.
Is 2125 open? As long as the port's open, it's fine. Otherwise, you have to forward it onto
Mine
something
says
else.
unassigned. Fucking hate getting new internet. It's a waste of time sometimes.
I'm just letting these guys work this out while I wander around. Eat Empire biscuits.
It would be Starbound, but apparently servers.
We are not jackasses.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you are.
Yeah, maybe.
I thought I was going to take too long to make my characters, but it seems we've got more time than I thought. Isn't there websites that do port forwarding for you quite simply? Like portforward.com. Hint. 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 Hint.
Are you telling us to go on to it?
It's a thing which will forward the port for you.
Where I'm on the website, but how do I get it? Because that requires me thinking, and I don't want to think. I came to play video games, and I don't want to think.
I'll start off. You can go to their port checker. It's a
I'm already
download
going
thing to do it.
on that.
You're already on that?
Network utilities bundle. I will download said bundle.
Yeah, cue elevator music. It's actually playing. Starbound music is basically elevator music, Shaman.
Again, I turned the Starbound music off.
I know, but you're just saying cue elevator music. I'm like, yeah, it's already there.
Router detector.
Router detector.
You have to upgrade to make it automatically forward your ports.
I'm sure I did it before. Without paying, because, screw paying. Well, I guess then either I did it without paying, or I just thought it made the work a hell of a lot easier. Because it still gives you guides to do so. Like, under the guides section, the port forwarding
Actually,
thing.
go onto the forward. Just go down to Starbound and press forward port.
I was going to say, it was supposed to be started quite easy.
That was surprisingly stupid. And so forwarded application Starbound this computer 21025.
Okay, so you can host a server then, good.
Well, I'm trying now. Error still. How would you? Okay, I'm restarting Starbound and the server application for it. Exit.
Boo. No, not quite yet.
Whoops.
Edit scene.
You have to make sure you press the update router option. Nope. It says this is a trial run. If you want to port forward ports in your router, please purchase the full version.
Ah! See, guys on the stream, this is how I make my name Flash. It looks very weird at the moment, but it'll look better soon. Well, passable. Ball. Boo! No, still not good enough. Select that colour. Select that colour.
I agree with the idea of saying everyone should play fucking Skyrim.
Bah.
So little effort.
Well, no, it wouldn't be because I don't have the game and I'm not buying it.
You don't own Skyrim?
Nope.
Yeah.
You're pathetic.
Oh, fucking Starbound. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. It's doing it.
Yeah? You're
Yeah,
actually
it's-
able to do something.
It's moving along for once. It's not just staying at something. It's,
Holy cow, Joe can do something.
I'm surprised, man. No,
As am I. That's a bit
I'm
big.
gonna die. I feel like my heart's pounding.
Test. Still a bit big.
Clear.
Boop. Close enough.
And now apparently it's shutting down World Alpha due to inactivity. The fact that I went set up, I mean, seriously,
Bah.
just Starbound, I give up with you.
Yes, let's do Starbound. It's the simple thing, Joe.
It fucking normally is. It was a lot easier when I played with my fucking other friends.
You mean the one who set it all up for you most likely because you're a complete and utter lazy ass?
No, I did it myself. Because I had the old internet. Shit. Game, don't laugh at me.
Da da da. No, damn it, too big. Boo. Still a bit big, but it's passable. Now set up your guys' ones.
So am I what?
I'm setting it up so that it does the. It's supposed to do the talky thing. Yeah, the flashy thing in the 16:9. The
Yeah, so you
4:3
set it up
and
now.
the base game, it's already set up. Okay, that's not quite what I wanted to put, but it'll work. Joe's really having to struggle and think about this. I can hear the cogs ticking.
I'm not struggling, I'm trying to make sure I'm doing it at the right time, because this is a piece of shit for some reason. Doesn't want to fucking play ball.
Play ball! Sorry, are we American now? Baseball references.
I really want to hit you.
You can't get to me.
I'm still.
I know where you live, Nick.
Lies! Yeah, you do.
Told me
But...
where you live. It's not exactly a lie if you told me, is it?
No, but I can still scream lies at you.
Joe's coming to get ya.
Starbound, stop being a piece of shit.
I'm just going to interact with your viewers and chat until you figure this out.
You do that, they're busy.
Not a terrible idea. They need some form of entertainment.
Bam,
We're not playing gay Minecraft.
bam, bam, bam,
No, because that might work.
No, no one wants to play Minecraft.
I refuse to play vanilla Minecraft.
It wouldn't have been vanilla.
Minecraft. Fuck you, Starbound, for now. I can't be asked.
And this is why I end up having to set things up.
Yes, Nick, like you should have been doing from the start.
It's got a point.
No. There's no point in that. Because I said about testing this, and you two said no.
No, you didn't. I don't remember offering to test anything.
Did you mistake me being busy or absent with no?
No, you were both there.
Again, we weren't planning on playing this.
No, but we was going to test the NES thing first, which we found out wouldn't have worked, which means we would have gone on to a different game and eventually would have got something set up that worked.
This is the pilot. We're meant to just break.
Yeah, we're meant to fuck around. What do you expect?
I was about to say something which I thought would get a laugh. A certain level of professionalism.
Yeah, the non-existent level.
Apparently not. At the moment when Joe talks or sort of fumbles around, there's a huge blue line that appears on the entire screen. Getting closer to a fit though.
Ivano, if you mention the Flappy Bird MMO again,
There's a Flappy Bird MMO. I feel sad. Mr. Coaster, Railroad Tycoon 3 would be a brilliant choice. Only
If we had it.
I have it. It's just annoying as hell to get to work. If you are running Dixtari or open broadcast software, it tends to crash it. Even after the fix with the style files, which you can only change in-game normally without going in and breaking something.
Who wouldn't want to break anything?
Break the everything.
Break the walls down?
Way, Joe's flashing.
Am I?
Yeah.
oh dear God, no.
Fucking weird people.
My caps lock was on for that, so it's not quite written how I want it, but screw it, it'll do. Now let's fix the Clancy flashing. Yeah, the podcast where we watch me set up the podcast.
Yeah! Such a good podcast.
To be honest, we have viewers watching us set up the podcast, so that's
Something.
dedication right there. I commend
It is.
you guys.
They're the best peoples.
Seriously, Ivano, see the guy who made Flappy Bird, right? He was Vietnamese, right? He took it down.
Because people killed themselves
Yeah.
over Flappy Bird.
Or killed other people over Flappy Bird.
That was no reason to take down a game.
That, and he is a developer who...
Made shovelware.
Oh, not exactly shovelware, just something that he couldn't exactly be proud of.
Porn?
No, Joe.
No, you can be proud of that.
Really?
It's one of the oldest professions. Or part of one of the oldest professions.
I was going to say, that never really was a thing until we learned how to print magazines.
Yeah, you could have done it before then.
Is this really the discussion we want to have?
There was cave drawings. Some of them must have been a bit raunchy.
I am not saying anything anymore.
Clancy's flashing.
I have something I want to say, but
StarCraft 2 Arcade is not a bad idea, but we'll probably end up doing it on the next cast now.
StarCraft what?
or
The
alternatively, we
StarCraft
could-
Arcade, 2 Arcade, you can play the base game for free.
Yeah, I know.
or alternatively, you could go and buy what is indeed a very, very good game, gentlemen.
Or no.
Or fuck you.
No thanks, man. I'm fine.
Why are you both flashing?
But no.
Yeah, you are.
Smoking
no.
the flash.
Browsers are on, mate.
I meant on the stream. Why? What was you thinking?
Say that, did you?
What was you thinking, you dirty pervert?
Nick knows his porn, guys. Nick, you've got to stop watching porn, man.
What?
Nick does
I
not
know.
watch. Nick does not watch porn. He goes creeping around caves instead.
What?
That's even fucking better.
Yeah, fair enough.
Nick's been made to look like a little bitch.
And we have an hour. Has anyone as of yet given us any suggestions for segments?
Probably not.
No.
No. See, guys, this is why we need your help.
Because we have an hour
shit.
less of scheduled time, and we've literally run out of ideas. Not because we ran out of ideas, but because none of the games these jackies have selected have worked.
Clancy, while Joe's setting up a Starbound server, do you want me to talk you through how to get the SNES working?
Whoa.
No,
What do you
no,
mean
no.
setting up? I gave up with that now. That's not even fucking worth anymore.
That's still on the screen because I thought you were setting it up.
I did say I was giving up with this because it was not reacting correctly. You just
Right,
listen.
guys, we're playing the Flappy Bird MMO now.
Fuck off.
No, never. Not in a trillion years.
Someone paid me £100, I would.
You whore.
Nice to know your price.
I never said how long I would play the game for, though.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember what was the name of that site which told us all what games we had in common.
Listen, man, why would I play the StarCraft 2 arcade when I own StarCraft 2 and the expansion?
Because you couldn't play it with us.
You dipshits need to stop being so tight-assed and get the game then.
No.
I was a Command & Conquer fan, and I looked at StarCraft as a clone, but I didn't actually think was as good. But then again, Command & Conquer started getting bad.
Leave now.
Command & Conquer 1, Red Alert the original, and of course Retaliation, which I say Retaliation is separate because on the console as I played it, it was, but on the PC it was just an expansion. Tesla tanks. Brilliant. Then Red Alert 3 went crazy. All the other Command & Conquers, the base Command & Conquer name ones went crazy after the first one. I like the originals.
What games could we possibly have in common?
I did give you a site with that link on before, you know.
No.
No, Lemon Pledge.
No. I could go back and play more Hearthstone if you like.
I do have that, Joe.
2-player game.
Round robin winner stays on tournament.
It's boring, though.
We couldn't agree on the colour of shit, you can now.
What colour is it?
It's brown.
I say it depends what you've been eating.
let me rephrase that. It's brown unless you've been drinking dragon soup.
Or drinking Guinness. At which point it's black.
No, you drink Guinness and you just shit out potatoes.
I guess that's what happens with Irish sewer water. Good job Irish Matt isn't here. Did we just lose Joe?
No.
No, he's just went quiet.
No, I heard a Skype noise, like you have a ding donk. So I assumed it was, because, you know, obviously Clancy was talking, I assumed it was Joe. It sort of made sense to me. Blame Joe.
Let's see.
Blame the Joe. Blame the Joe. And by the way, Joe. Speak.
Busy.
Do you know what you're not doing?
Doing something more important than that shush.
Your Batman voice.
Don't care.
You've gone green again.
What?
You two, the both of you have gone green again.
It should be fixed soon.
I'm kind of cleaning my keyboard at the moment, so give me a minute.
Have we just evolved into doing whatever it is we feel like at any given point?